Hey, everybody. How's everybody been? Welcome on back. I'm getting it ready. I'm scrubbing up, brushing my teeth, getting me some damn coffee, because everybody needs some coffee. Eat you a good breakfast, because this thing's about to hit.
Hello.
I don't know. I think my fucking little clips are cute. I like doing that shit. I like putting those together and everything. It's fun. Hi, Mage.
Hello.
What have you been up to this weekend? Tell me.
Oh, actually, not all that much.
Really?
It's working on that fanfic, I guess, a little bit. My usual cartoon watching on Saturday mornings.
I should start doing that again. But I like the old cartoons. What cartoons do you watch?
Oh, I put together my own assembly since they don't do Saturday morning cartoons anymore on regular TVs and everything all that. So a lot of anime.
Yeah,
Mm.
I'm just not an anime guy. I don't see the appeal in it. I don't like the way they like jump scenes and stuff, like camera angles, and I don't know. I just don't really care for anime. But um, my buddy Kyle, Cosmic Kyle, he loves anime. He's a big I, I always try to say it fucked up so he gets angry or gets irritated. Uh Naruto.
Oh, Naruto. Huh?
Naruto. Yeah, I know how you're supposed to say it, but I always Naruto. Emphasis on the toe on the end, just to
I
be
had
funny.
trouble getting into that one.
Yeah, he likes that one.
It's decent, but it's just a hard time getting into it. It's just one of those really long ones that if you didn't start off from the beginning and followed the whole thing through, it's just you're lost.
See, and that's why like a lot of the different cartoons and all that, I'm not going to watch the whole thing. But like
well,
you said, if you don't watch the whole thing, you don't know what's going on.
well,
So you
actually,
can't just stick somebody in the middle of it and say, "Here, watch this one episode," and they're going to go, "Oh, great, that was great." They're going to go, "Huh? What? Who?" Uh, and I don't like that. Like I like it where you could jump in and at least you can know you can figure out basically what's going on, you know.
well, most animes actually are fairly short and running only about 12, 13 episodes, but they tend to be more of a commercial for the manga.
Oh, yay. Um Okay, you deliver that milk stuff 401 and you just listen. Good to see you though, buddy. Nice to see you're doing well. And Mark Caesar said, "A bit of a setback, I see." And I said, "What setback?" But Mark hasn't come back yet to tell me. I don't know what's going on. What's the setback? Anyways, yeah, I haven't done shit this weekend. I've just been hanging around and um let's see, what did I do? Oh, I re-downloaded American Truck Simulator.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna do some random live streams where I just play American Truck Simulator and bullshit with people.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's fun. Gives me something to do too, so I can like do something. But I need to get a new computer first.
Mm.
My processor just can't handle. Like I can't. That's why I've never live streamed American Truck Simulator. I love to play it, but I can't. It can't handle it like that. So my computer can't.
Mm.
So that's that, my friend. You got any plans for this week? Anything interesting happening?
This week, I don't know. I really should get around to working in the next video I want to get uploaded for October. If I don't get that done by the before the end of the month, it's not gonna get done.
Yeah, touche. I don't know. I just can't do that content thing. Like I got into TikTok for a while and I used to have to make myself do a TikTok and it's like the easiest thing in the world. It's easier than live streaming and I just don't want to do it. Like I'll play with videos and shit and make intros and play around with stuff and play in Paint 3D and all that, but I don't want to do and I don't know. I've never found anything like one particular thing that I felt so strongly about that I just wanted to stream about that.
Hmm.
And I tried to do the mental health thing and that did not fly for me. It petered out real fast. People were like getting depressed and shit. I mean, but it was good in some ways because there were people that met in the chat and had the same issues and they became like buddies and stuff. So it did help some, but it just
Yeah,
didn't
that's good.
enough to help a lot. So yeah, no, I just felt good that some people made friends and felt like they could talk about stuff and not, feel all stigmatized in our community because everybody should have a fucking therapist to begin with. Fly just flew right in my eye.
Oh, oh boy.
Start naming them dead instead of fly.
Don't you just love when these fly right into your face?
Oh god, I hate fucking flies. They keep sneaking them through my door.
Those little gnats. You get those?
Yeah, I do have a couple of them in here. Yeah. Um, Probably because last week I took forever to empty my trash.
Mm.
So I emptied it. Shit, I think I did it Friday, so I still have a few gnats in here. But they were swarming. I had some gross vegetables in there and I forgot. And little fuckers, they'll get in through anything. These are just regular house flies, but I have a custom made screen door I designed and the asshole ex-brother made for me. And there's a little gap at the bottom where the threshold is. There's a little
Mm.
gap underneath, and I think they're getting in there.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take a strip of like I have some under door rubber thingies,
Yeah.
keeps for underneath your door, and I'm gonna glue it down to that strip right where that bumps up to it, so that
Mm.
way when it closes, it just seals. I don't have to worry about it anymore. AWOL? What do you mean, Mark? And what's up with a bit of a setback I see? What are you talking about, buddy? I don't know what happened. Did I miss something?
I don't know. Did you?
I mean, I might have. I do those kind of things. Have I gone AWOL? Was I supposed to be somewhere today I don't know about?
Forget about something?
No, not that I know of. Nobody's asked me on anything in a while. I'll be hosting from 8:10 Eastern PM Eastern to 9:10 PM Eastern Skeptic Haven next Saturday. I'll be hosting that hour for their fundraiser.
Oh, speaking
So
of stuff to fundraise for, mind we put out?
huh? Did you stop talking or did your mic
Yeah,
come on?
no, I stopped talking. I had
Oh,
to
okay. Go
mute
ahead.
for a second. Got the purples thing going. We can post a link to that in the chat. We're trying to get a
Purple.
purple runs with orange
Oh
with
yeah,
the
her
art.
GoFundMe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't know if I
put that in the
post.
chat.
Yeah,
I'll pin it.
there you go.
It's always fun trying to find your own stream on YouTube.
Yeah.
But actually, you know what? Normally, if I go in and I go under subscriptions, I see my own stream there. Oh, not today though. Oh, that's great. Now I got to go find it.
I usually have that stuff pulled up ahead of time. So.
Let's see. Here we go. Let's see. And the volume's up. There.
Don't you hate hearing your own voice?
I used to. I hated my old voice. It sounded like so whiny all the time. Like I sounded like I was a whiner. I didn't even know it until my voice changed. And then I went back and listened and I was like, oh God, why did people talk to me on YouTube? Like I had the most irritating fucking voice. I don't know. I hated my old voice. So irritating. Mark Caesar, you have to explain what you mean. You can't just type something and leave, bro. Now I need answers. It's funny. Yeah, I didn't know her van was that bad until I saw the picture. I was like, fuck. Would she
Yeah.
hit like a full size buck? That was a big
Uh,
deer.
yeah.
Holy shit, Batman. Yeah, she
At
definitely hit a big ass deer.
least
That
it's
was
just the outside that's destroyed. It's not,
Yeah, it's just the
major damage.
metal. Yeah. But that's, but it's also a grill, a fender, and a hood.
Yeah.
It's expensive. My ex ran into the back. This was in 2003 when we were together. She ran into the back of a Cadillac, a 1979 or 78 Cadillac. And she had a 94, 98 Corolla. So it bent the frame underneath her hood a little bit. Like I beat the shit out of it trying to get it to move just a little bit so I could get the hood and fender in place. I beat the shit out of it with a sledgehammer. And I got it straight enough. And her hood, when it was closed, it was just a little off, like, I don't know, a 16th of an inch. And I was like, I am not fucking going back under that hood, pulling the fender off and beating the shit out of it because the hood's off a fucking 16th of an inch. But yeah, so she hit it. She destroyed the fender, the grill, and the hood, just like Purple did. I went to a junkyard, found the exact same color Toyota Corolla. It didn't have the little pinstripe on it like hers did. And I said, you're going to have to live without the pinstripe. And she was like, I'm okay with that. And I
Yeah.
went and pulled the parts myself. And guess how much it cost her to replace the fender, the hood, and the grill?
How much?
$150.
Hmm.
Probably about $225, $250 now. But still, that's cheap.
Yeah.
That is cheap. So, yeah, that's how I did it last time somebody wrecked a car around me. We didn't have any money. We were just starting out our painting business. We were fucking poor. We barely ate. We were just trying to buy supplies and shit. We had put out loans, so every time we got paid, we had to pay people back. So, yeah, it was crazy for a little bit there. I wasn't eating shit, but I worked so hard. I was like, fuck it. I'm going to make sure I have pot. Kept me sane, man. Kept me sane.
Still don't know what the hell was wrong with me. I think it was Thursday. I was sitting right here where I am now. All of a sudden, I look at the clock. It was 2 or 3 hours. We're gone.
Oh, I've had that happen to me, but only while playing a video game.
I wasn't even playing a video. I was just sitting here.
Really?
It was weird.
Were you like online or Twitter or anything? What were you doing?
No, I just I had my usual stuff up.
Just hanging
Just,
out.
yeah, just sitting there. No, I just felt really weird. Weird that day. I was just out
That's
of it.
weird.
I guess. It's just
Yeah.
really weird to lose time like that, though.
Yeah. No, I've never done it just like sitting there. Unless my brain is going like really heavy and like really trying to like disseminate some shit. And if I'm really digging some stuff apart, I can lose 30 minutes, but never that long. It's always like a video game or something.
Yeah,
Hey,
I think
Dave.
I just wasn't feeling well or something. It caused me to space out.
Yeah. Dave, if you want to come up and bullshit, you can. We're going to talk some Halloween stuff here in a little bit, but I'm just waiting for people to come in because nobody comes in for like the first 30 minutes that I stream. So, and the line is ending right now. I realize that. So, yeah.
Yeah, we can go over the Cradle of Judah or
Yeah,
we got here.
I might have to change my stream to like 4:20 my time just because there's other shit going on and they overlap. Every time Jimmy talks late, my viewers are late. So that's just a fact of life. How are you, Dave? Yeah, if you want in, buddy, let me know. I can send you a link on Discord or Twitter, wherever the hell you are. Are we even connected anywhere? I don't think I am connected to you. That's horrible. Let me look real quick. Nope. No, I sure don't have you anywhere. That's weird. It's one of those people that slipped through the cracks on me, I guess.
Hmm.
Anyways, yeah, I'm starting my orientation tomorrow morning. I got to be there at like 7:45 in the morning. And they pay us for the day. I think they said they feed us, yeah, because they said just bring snacks and water, so they have like coffee there and they feed us lunch and shit. And we get done at 4:20 p.m. Literally says that on the schedule. Finish 4:20 p.m.
Hmm.
I told Kyle I have to run out fast to get that hit at 4:20. Yeah, that's funny. And it's weird because this place I'm actually allowed to smoke pot. Isn't
Hmm.
that weird?
Yeah.
They actually accept my cannabis card, and I'm allowed to have pot in my system. Not allowed to have any other drugs in my system, but I don't do any other drugs, so I don't care. It don't matter to me. Yeah, I can't believe her van looked that bad. It's gone through my mind like 5 times since yeah, Dave, where are you? Are you Discord or Twitter, or where can I find you at? So I can link you. Yeah, I've never got to hang out and talk to Dave. I'd love to do that.
Hmm.
So, okay, since we're doing Halloween stuff, do you have any like cool Halloween stories or anything of stuff that's happened to you or you've seen weird or anything like that, like spooky shit?
Halloween stuff. Let's see here.
I mean, it's that time of year. I had to give in. We're getting close.
Well, let's see. I had that ghost kid on the bicycle. This was a little nighttime football game, junior league thing going on, and everybody was just kind of letting out, and the kid just drove going right past them. So they saw the kids covered in blood. They were like, "Wait, what's wrong with you? Something's wrong?" So they got on their bikes, they followed kid along, and as they were following him, the streetlights ended at a certain point, and so it just kind of went pitch black after that on the street. And the
Uh-huh.
street ended in a dead end, so there was nowhere to go from there. And as they got into the darkness of the street, the kid vanished.
Okay.
And they stopped, and they were wondering, what's going on here? They figured it must have seen a ghost, right?
Right.
Well, here's a good story about how our perception can be wrong, because I was that kid. Here's how things actually went. I happened to find in some old fake blood from last year's Halloween in my a dresser drawer, and me and a friend of mine covered ourselves in the shit.
Mhm.
Then started just riding around this near dusk, and I went into this big cloud of gnats. So the thing looked like chunky, gory, something going on there. By the time
Huh.
this night game was taking place, and I saw the night game going on. There was this one side of the fence that was kind of open. There's a chain link fence, and I
Uh-huh.
thought, oh, okay, I'm just gonna ride down that way and see if I can scare the crap out of somebody.
Right.
you know. So I'm going down this one area, and just happened to be just as the whole game was letting out. So everybody was filing out into the car, and that's right where I was going. So these kids, they were getting on their bikes, like saw me, started chasing after me. Forget, are you okay? Are you okay? I hear him in the background. Earlier in that day, I had found this one spot off to the side of the road, that was all these bushes, is that you could really hide in. So just as I got to that one spot, I veered off because they were still in the light. I was in the dark area, so I veered
Yeah.
off the road right into the bushes, and I was maybe a couple of feet away from them, listening to them just sitting right on the road, freaking out because they just vanished into nothing.
It was a ghost, bro. It was a
Yeah.
ghost. Page's like, oh, that's funny, man. Why do I always have trouble finding people on Discord? Am I doing something wrong?
I don't know.
Add a friend, enter a username.
I
So I
usually don't.
entered captive desk, and it said, double check that username is correct.
Yeah.
I don't know either. So,
I'll give it a
anywho,
shot.
there's my name. Oh, okay, here we go. Thank you, Mr. Desk. Appreciate that.
Yeah, we should learn a little bit more about how Discord works. I only know so much.
Me too. And now I'm on the server too. You're stuck, bro. Can't get rid of me now. Okay. I see you, captive desk. All right. There you go, my friend. You got her. Sweet. Now I got somebody else's Discord to go haunt. No, actually, honestly, I'm not on Discord very often. I usually just use it for communications.
Yeah, same here.
Just like I do Twitter. I don't like go look through shit or whatever. Now, if somebody says, like if Dave said, oh, well, we do movie night on this night, or we do blah, blah, and it's not Halloween movies, Mage, or we do D&D or whatever, I'll go hang out, but I'm not a Discord hoverfly helicopter. I don't hang out on there all the time. So, I mean, it's really going to end up being the best place to get a hold of people because Threads and Blue Sky don't have the messages up yet. They don't have a message board yet, so you can't do DMs.
Is Threads still just mobile?
I don't know. What, Blue Sky?
Threads.
Oh, Threads?
Yeah, last time I looked, it was only for mobile devices.
Let me see. Threads is now available on desktop for some users.
Yeah. Okay.
Now available as desktop experience for a subset of users. Okay, well, what's that subset of users?
Yeah.
A representative thread will be beginning out rolling the feature. The new desktop experience enables users to create, view, and interact with posts on their feed on desktop, and Threads promises that more functionality is on the way in the next few weeks. This is the platform's next step. Mind you, this was August 22nd, so we haven't seen any improvement. This is the platform's next step in potentially overtaking X, which is struggling to court advertisers as it proves unable to curtail offensive content on the platform, in addition to suffering from its rebrand from Twitter. I just heard a click. Jenny!
Sure.
I'm just clicking along here.
I don't get the point of Threads. They already have Facebook. They already have their social media platform.
What are we talking about?
Oh, we're talking about whether Blue Sky's on. It says that you can try it.
Threads. We weren't sure if Threads was still
Or Threads, whatever.
mobile
Yeah.
was mobile only, or if they went to desktop already.
Right. And it said that some users, you can click this link and try your luck, whatever that means.
I have Threads, and I personally think it sucks, but it ties right
It does.
into Instagram. And anybody you have, if you're on Instagram and anybody you have as a friend there, you can just transfer right over to Thread if you want. I chose not to. There's a bunch of
I
people
only
I
have
don't want to talk to.
I only have like 6 people on Instagram, and I only talk to one every few months, so I didn't even care about that. The shitty thing is I wanted to change my name to What the Beck, so now I keep forgetting I should do that while we're talking about it. I have to go into Instagram to change it, or it won't change on Threads. So
Yeah, they're tied in that tightly.
yeah, they sure are.
Okay.
Mr. Desk,
Howdy.
how
Hello.
are you, friend?
Doing all right. My stupid Facebook was irritating me though. For some reason, all of a sudden, it doesn't like my password. I on my PC. I checked it. I went on my phone. I checked it on my phone.
It's the same. Yeah.
It just so I don't know something. I'm gonna assume it's them, and I just said, forget
It
that.
normally is.
Somebody might have hacked in. I've heard other people mention that, and that's what it ended up with them, is they were hacked in. And first thing the hacker does is to change the password, so you can't get in again.
Well, it won't recognize anything. I tried to send me a new password, forgot your password, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And it won't do that either. It's like nothing's working, but everything works fine on my phone.
Oh, that's
weird.
weird then.
Yeah, I can get in everything, and I went into the security stuff, and I put a pin in and all that so I could unlock, so I could see what my password says and everything, and it's all good there. So
while you're talking about it, Dave, go in and change your password right now, just in case.
Yeah, good idea.
Even if you just change it by a couple numbers or something, change it somehow, because somebody might be fucking around with your shit and they're doing it right now. Who knows?
No, there's nothing on there, but yeah.
Yeah, well,
that's why.
Look what they did to the
I don't
Shill.
have
They fucked up the Shill's Discord.
Yeah, I don't put my phone number, or I don't link anything or nothing on Facebook. So,
oh, it's on Facebook?
Yeah, it's just on Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
Everything else is fine. All my stuff is fine. It's just like, you get your shortcuts up on on your desktop, and
yeah,
everything else works. But when I click on it, and then if I try the other account, it goes to DNS error or some crap. It's like,
look, let me tell you, it's Facebook. I thought you were talking about Discord originally. I apologize. I must have been saying that. No, Facebook screwed up on me earlier. I logged in and went to go into Messenger, and it came up with some funky error message I've never seen in my life.
The QRE thing or something?
Something like that, yeah. QRHC or
all right, then it's not just me then.
No, it's not. Facebook's fucking up right now, and it might be because Threads is playing with stuff. Who knows? I don't know.
Hi, Native Atheist. Hi, hi, Mark.
Hey, Jenny.
Hey.
Sounds captivating. Mark is always funny.
Thanks for the confirmation, because it was getting irritating.
Yeah, no, that's not just you. It was screwing with me earlier, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, I never
couldn't get in. I had to go
either.
on my phone to send somebody a link, and I had to email it to myself, and because it was long as fuck.
That's the first thing I did. I checked on the phone, but it wasn't doing it on the phone. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just something messed up on their hand.
Because it let me in Messenger on my phone. It was on my desktop that it wouldn't let me in. So their desktop shit's fucked up right now. That's what it is.
Yep.
And I can't even use the Facebook like app link, like the shortcut you keep on your computer. That won't even fucking work for me. I have to go into the browser and type in Facebook, or do a bookmark at the top so I can get into it.
I tried every
will not work for me.
Yeah, I tried every end around and everything. And I was just like, oh, I started cussing and I was like, all right, well, forget that noise.
Facebook
Right.
can be a mess.
Ow!
Hi, Trucker.
What's up, Al? What's up, Native?
So, Jenny, what have you been up to this weekend?
Oh,
Porn to lick,
I,
porn to bottom.
I've mentioned a few times how I've gotten involved with TikTok and stuff,
Yeah.
and I've hooked up with of course I've hooked up with the trans community, and they're starting to get to know me. I'm just another avatar until they take some time and talk to me and things. And
Yeah.
there's a whole bunch. There's about a half a dozen people who are fresh eggs who are contacting me DMs and have lots of questions and lots of fears and just a lot of challenges and stuff that I've been helping and answering questions and comforting people and that sort of thing. So that's why I was late.
Cool. Well, no, that's absolutely a great reason to be late. If you want to connect anybody that's like a trans guy that's having issues or anything to me, you can. Of course.
Oh yeah, I would definitely do that. I freely admit I don't consider myself smart enough about trans men to try and help you myself.
We don't understand you either, Jenny. I get it.
Yeah, well, you want to cut your hair short and all that stupid stuff. Jesus Christ.
Al, did I send you a link? If I did not, tell me. If I did, a good for me. But if I didn't, tell me, and I'll send you one. Yeah, exactly, Jenny.
I've been trying new shit with my hair.
ACS.
I'm dying to know what you look like. I would really love to see your face. Let's do that privately sometime.
I have a face. Yes.
You have a face, Mage?
Yes, I have a face.
It's crazy. I didn't know Purple had a face for a year and a half.
I'm usually on camera. I just didn't want to set everything up, but
oh, I don't care. You guys
I've seen Purple's face. You don't want don't bother.
Whatever. Purple's such a sweetheart. And she had a feminine face before, so
well, I haven't seen her
a manly
in a couple of years now, so I haven't seen her in a couple of years now, so she's probably kind of different. So
oh yeah, probably. Yeah, we were on a stream. I don't know if it was on my channel or Purple's or what. And the stream was done. We were in the back room and she turned on her camera. I think Maya was there with us. And Maya was like, how come you never show your face? This is the first time I've ever seen you. Gave her shit about it.
Well, then a few
I was like, you're cute. You should show your face for him. Yeah. Al, you do too have a face. We've all seen it. Liar. You think none of us watch Slim Cyborg's channel? Come on now.
Beck, what does it say below your name?
It says Spooky Bastard with arrows pointing up.
It's too small for me to read.
Oh yeah. I like yours better.
How big are those letters? Are probably about. God, they're not even a millimeter. They're probably about half a millimeter.
Oh yeah, to you? Oh, I bet.
That's funny.
I need a catchy catchphrase now.
Yeah.
Jenny, are you into Halloween stuff?
No, not really.
Okay.
I went trick or treating as a kid, maybe 2 or 3 times, and I never celebrated Halloween. I've been to a couple Halloween parties where I got to dress up before I actually came out and that sort of thing. But no, not really.
Yeah. I've never really got like deep into Halloween, but
it's satanic.
Skeptic Haven needed a host, so they were like, Wes was like, "Can you host for us?" And I was like, "Sure, I don't care."
I might be able to help you out with that. What time are you going to be streaming?
It's 8:10 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
I'll start. My part starts next Saturday.
I could probably help you out with that.
So, I don't know.
When is Halloween, by the way?
Let me see if they got anybody else on there.
Tuesday.
Already.
Next Tuesday.
Yeah, Halloween's on Tuesday. Yeah. The 1st is on Wednesday.
We're doing our Halloween show on the 25th because Trees has the day off. So
Oh, cool. Good. Yeah, I know he's been busy. I haven't seen him much, so that's how I can tell.
well, he got a new job, so his hours are they roll around because it's a 24-hour deal. So they have to have shifts that cover everything 24 hours. So
Oh, okay.
so we adjust. He's I let him pick what day he's got off, and I say okay because I'm flexible. So
I'm not a huge history buff on Halloween, but I know a few things. So
we're gonna cover the classics. I'm doing vampires and Dracula, and Trees is gonna do werewolves, and then his sibling's gonna be on with us as a guest, and he's gonna I'm not sure if it's they. I'm not sure what his pronoun is right now. Even Trees kept saying he, so we're not really. But Slew is gonna join us. Slew is they have changed so I'm just going to say Slew.
Actually, you know what? I have some really cool people coming on with me. So they're doing 15-minute intervals with people like they did the last one. I didn't know that till just now. So at 7:15 I get Mary the Misfit Amish and Deborah Grace maybe. And then at 7:30 I get Stephanie and Maya. And then at 7:45 I get Kelly, Laughlin, and Cindy Plaza. And then we switch over to Cynthia. So never mind, I don't need any guests.
yeah, okay.
Okay, they already have taken care of. Because I asked Wes if I need to bring anybody, and he said, yeah, you can bring people, and I didn't know they already had people set. I might bring one person or two then. We'll see. I'll talk to him and see what he wants to do. I know when they do the quick segments, they try to keep it to a minimum because it's only 15 minutes. So, yeah. And SR and Wes are going to be doing the producing for me, so I don't have to do shit.
Yeah. Well, like I said, if I'm available, if you need.
Okay, I appreciate that.
I like the trick part best of Halloween. I like it. Like what I do here is I got this big pumpkin-y looking bowl, and then I go and I buy some really good candies that kids love. Big fat Snickers bars and things like that. And I take the bars out and I fill them with cardboard and stuff, so they're still dimensional, and then I glue them to the bowl, so they can't come out. And the kids just they spend a little time there trying to pull these things and just to torture the kids. Kids need that.
Right.
That's how you get your house DP'd.
It's not my house.
They stopped doing that. TP's too expensive anymore.
Yeah, don't waste TP on that. Now they just rip up cardboard paper bags from the grocery store and they throw those around because those are free. Jenny, are you interested in coming on if I need somebody for that 15-minute slot with Mary the Misfit Amish?
Sure. I don't know her at all, but I'm
really?
adaptable. I can adapt.
Yeah, she's brilliant. She hit our community, I think, about a year and a half ago now, maybe. And left the community, one of her friends, and they were like shunned and all that shit, and they're just trying to be themselves now and figure out who the fuck they are. Since getting out of the Amish community, and they have
that's fascinating.
Weren't they
Mary was on Neil's, and
oh.
she's been on like Skeptic Haven and Nonprofits, and
weren't they on Godless Grannies as well? At one point.
Yes, I think she was.
Okay. I know who that is.
Yeah, she made a lot of rounds for like about 6 months there. She still pops in different places, and she's still like Skeptic Haven. She comes on there randomly still. But she's smart, and boy, when she first came out, she was angry. Like you could just feel it. You could just feel the
Oh,
how
I can
much
still
built up hatred she had for what everything they put her through, you
I
know?
can still see it from what little I saw with on Granny's channel.
Yeah. How long ago was that? Wasn't that like 4 months ago, 6 months ago?
Something like that. It was a few months ago. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't too long ago.
I really like relating to people who are like, well, like this woman escaping from the Amish community, and we have tons of Amish around here, so I'm way familiar with the weirdness, at least. But Mormons and Jehovah's and any of those cult-like religions for people to escape and things are, it's a real good for them. Anything you need, tell me and I'll help.
I think if they want to go off and escape and be away from the world and live differently, do it, but just leave us the fuck alone. Don't tell me how to live my life. And that's with any fucking religion. I don't give a shit.
Well, that's my favorite part about the Amish is they do not do any proselytizing at all.
It's the only thing I like about them.
So the only problem with that is the people who end up being born into it.
Yeah, but there's a tradition in Amish where when they reach about, I don't know the exact criteria of it, but it's some, like when they get to 18, 17, 18, something like that, they get to take a year away from the home and the community and
So
see and experience life outside the community and decide if they want to come back.
so they have the 18 years of indoctrination for a year of seeing what's out on the outside.
Yeah, but a lot of people leave and a lot of people stay, but they get a chance to clear their heads or whether they do or not, I can't answer, but they have the opportunity to clear their heads and experience a way different lifestyle, and it's okay, and they're not shunned for it, and because it's
Rumspringa.
just part of what they do.
Rumspringa. It's called Rumspringa.
Yeah,
There's been a few documentaries where they followed those young folks around when they were sowing their wild oats, so to speak. Yeah, some go back and some don't. So
I have Mennonite heritage, so there has been some shunning that got me here. Oh, okay. So you would understand Mary more than most of us then.
That also was a question of what happened with Mary there, if they can leave at 18.
Oh, Mennonite, yeah, sure, Al. I've known Mennonite is really interesting because there seems to be, I don't know a great deal about it, but there seems to be a bunch of different levels of it where some people are way into everything like any other average American would be, and others that are much more religious, who have all kinds of limitations on themselves for what they can't do and think and say and all this kind of stuff.
I mean, traditional Mennonites, from what I know, correct me if I'm wrong, Al, traditional Mennonites are basically progressive Amish. Like they can have cars, they can have whatever, but they can't have like shiny, glitzy shit. So like if they have a car, they'll paint the car a solid black. No chrome, no shiny anything except for the glass. Literally. They can't have fancy clothes, but they can it's from a few generations back. Oh, okay. Yeah, so they're pretty much Amish, but they can have like electricity and not egotistical, materialistic things. Like they can have a car for necessity, but they can't like go buy a bright red Corvette to show off. You know what I mean? So that's traditional, but I don't know what they are now. That's what I learned about them when I was like in my 20s, and I knew somebody that had been a Mennonite.
Well, one of the people I know who's Mennonite, it's just interesting to hear you rattle off those rules or whatever you want to call them. He was an expert BMW race motor builder, and had himself quite a nice BMW.
See, I'm
Mennonite. Oh,
that's
really?
a guy who's not really practicing being a Mennonite, because I know they're not allowed to have flashy cars for sure. I've actually, because there's a lot of Amish and Mennonites in Ohio, and I've met all kinds of people that either knew them, were them, friends with them, something, lived down the road from them, whatever.
And I always found it odd that
There are Mennonites that are no modern tech still. I thought, well, then what's the difference between that and Amish? It's almost the same thing then.
I found it odd that the Amish place is around here, or what used to be here, had a digital little menu display over the deli area.
Oh, see, Al, my friend, his car was white with some really cool wheels and a very, very nice interior. And the thing was fast, so fucking fast for the street. It was just shocking.
Really?
Oh yeah, it was way fast. If he was any less of a driver, he shouldn't be driving it on the street, but he was very competent.
No, I understand. I know they started out like the Amish and they did their own thing, but had the general base, same practices and beliefs and stuff. Yeah, they're very similar, right? Yeah. No, I've never heard of any Mennonites that like had no cars or anything. I've only heard of Amish that have that, and I've never heard of any Amish that have a car like the Mennonites I thought did.
Oh, the Amish do not own cars. The Amish do not own cars.
No.
I've never ever seen.
No, I know because I've seen them abuse their horses many times driving by them. So yeah, I know they don't own cars.
They are happy to take a ride from you in your car. You know, stay warm in winter, cool in summer.
Oh yeah, because it's not
they're not idiots.
Yeah, they're not stupid. They're just not allowed to own one.
You know, it's just that if you want to date, you better have a passenger pigeon. You know.
But I gotta tell you, though,
get them on the phone.
Tell you what, you want some good pies and bread. Wait for the Amish people to go out on the little road stands to sell that shit. Oh my god, those Amish women can fucking bake. Like they can fucking bake. I'm serious, man. We used to go down and get a friend of mine used to go get shoe fly pies from them. They always had like elderberry pies. And then there was this one local pie that was like a mixed berry. It had like 4 different berries in it.
Oh.
And it was like raspberry, what was it? Raspberry, blackberry, elderberry, and one other. Maybe it's blueberry. I don't remember. The best fucking pie in the world. Oh my god, it tastes like my mom made it. It was so good.
Seeing her scratching Molly's ear and she's slowly flopping down on her side.
Yeah. I hear you, Al.
Nope, now belly rubs.
Well, you know, Amish are really, really famous for abusing their animals. They are not kind to their horses and stuff. They treat them like they whip them with like real whips and shit like no one else does anymore. And they've always done it and they're going to continue to do it. But I'm going to tell you, those horses learn. Because I had to stop in the road. There was this Amish guy in front of me. And I was going to one of the layers when I worked at the egg farm. And his house was on the left, and he went to turn in there. He pulled that fucking thing up straight, and those horses backed it in straight. A fucking trailer with the big wagon wheels and shit. Like backed into a spot. I have never seen horses that were able to do something like that before in my life. He hit him once and pulled him back, and they just backed it right in. He didn't even do anything. He just sat there and let him do it.
There have been a number of just horrible condition puppy farms that were belonging to Amish people, and you know, need to get busted and all the animals removed because it was such a bad place for animals.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the problem. That's why people in Ohio, because there's so many Amish in central Ohio, they hate them because how they treat their animals and stuff. People like farmers and stuff that are around them, they get pissed off, genuinely pissed off at them. But I mean, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Call the cops on an Amish person?
Yes.
Yeah, let me know how that works out.
They have laws that they have to obey when they're riding their horses, you know, or their buggies on the street and stuff like that. You know, it's.
Well, I'm talking about when they're working the horses in the field and how they treat them is what people get mad about. They don't
Oh,
look like they're abusing them when they're riding down the street because they're just riding down the street. But when the horse slows down or whatever, they're over there fucking beating them with a 10-foot long whip and shit. Like that's the stuff that people get mad about.
there's a lot of other Amish folks who have taken secondary jobs, just like any farmer has to nowadays. And you know, building furniture is the classic stereotype, but they do build very nice stuff. But I knew a crew, or I didn't know the crew. I knew a friend who hired a crew of Amish to build a outbuilding for him. One of those big, 60, 70 foot by 30 foot garage like buildings for him.
Yeah.
It's all post and beam, and they
Yep.
whipped the thing out in like a day and a half.
Oh yeah. Do you know the egg farm I worked for? Do you know who they called when they needed roofs repaired and new places, new buildings built? They called the fucking Amish. They got a good price off of them. They were helping them locally, and they got it done faster and more sturdy and better built than anybody fucking else. So that's all the company did. Trillium Farms. We had a hurricane come through and smashed in the roof of one of the layer houses, killed like thousands of fucking birds. A lot of them got away, honestly, which was good. But each house has like 300 and some odd thousand in it. So it's a big double story building, you know? But anyway, so when they needed to repair it, I was like, hey guys, they were like, and they waved. They just waved at me. Hey.
Oh
and
yeah, Spooky.
I had to go to that layer like every day, 3 times a day for like a week or something like that. Cause I was working up north. So I got to like see them all and shit. They're just amazing, man. They bust ass. They do not play around.
Spooky. We do have Humane Society and stuff like that, but they have less power than the police. They can't just go onto a property that's suspected of something and carry a warrant or something like that. They have to. It has to become a criminal case. The police have to investigate. The charges have to be filed, and then the decision is made to take the property, and that's what they do then. But it's just a slow process in America. I don't know how they do it in your land.
Yeah, it is a slow process. And you also have to remember, too, the reason I made the joke about, like, go ahead, call the cops. Because the cops are going to go out there and they're going to start spewing what they believe. And the cop's going to go, I don't fucking know what to do with this. That's why I laugh about it. The cop's just going to go, yeah, okay, don't do that anymore. Plus, they'd have to have proof of it.
There's usually numerous warnings and everything else involved. It's not
exactly.
Like, it's a slow process. They had a puppy farm down the street, and he also had a bunch of birds too. The whole house was just reeking. The neighbors were complaining, and it took a couple years before they did anything. So,
yeah. And sometimes it does happen fast. I had a neighbor who had a pit bull, a fighting pit bull, in his backyard on about a 4-foot chain with no shelter. Well, because they get tough if you do that, It's like, no, they don't get tough if they're freezing to death, And I couldn't take it any longer.
Mad.
And I called the Humane Society and the police, and I just said, this has got to stop. And they were there the next day.
Oh, they took the dogs by the next day?
Oh yeah, gone.
Yeah, there was this dog goes out similar in a situation, but a longer chain, and the dog kept wrapping the chain around the pole that it was chained to, and ended up getting stuck. And my mom kept going out there, to unwrap the dog, give him treats and give him some food and water to make sure he was okay.
Mage, I trained my last dog to, because the dogs always do that on a pole. But I taught her how to unwind it herself if I command her which direction she has to go.
Yeah, that's good.
Go left, and I move my arm to the left, and she'll do it. He fucking did it every time. It was amazing. Good old Cubby.
Yeah, we taught our dog to heel, and with that, she learned that stuff. So every time we went to make if our foot went a little crooked to go sideways, she would just instantly turn with us. She just watched for it after a while. We didn't even train her to do that. I know it was really weird.
As part of the training, I would try to train her to go one direction to start, and she would go the wrong way. I would signal with both my hands, the opposite direction that he was going, and say other way. So that became a command in itself, that even when we were just walking down the street and he like wants to turn into somebody's yard and through a gate, and I just say, other way. And he comes right back and starts going in a different direction.
That works. Oh yeah.
Molly's picked up on when I put my oven glove on and to stay out of the kitchen. That means I'm opening up the oven.
Yeah.
I wish it was like that here, Spooky. It's some things just don't take in. Dogs are just totally considered property here. Even if it's like, say you got a crazy neighbor and they kill your highly trained companion dog, like a seeing eye dog or something like that, it's still just property. And they pay out the value of the dog on the common dog market, not for all its training, not for its importance in your life or anything and stuff. They're just,
but by God, don't kick a police dog.
Oh well, yeah.
I'm just saying, like they act like those dogs are people.
Before I kick a police dog.
I think I'm sorry, I'm a dickhead. Call me a dickhead, I don't care. I think it's stupid that they have big cop funerals for a fucking dog, and our city taxes pay for that. We pay for that. You guys know that, right? They're not paying for that shit out of their pockets. That's coming out of your fucking taxes. And they go and have big, huge, elaborate funerals for a fucking dog where the whole goddamn police station goes down the fucking highway.
I want the police to have insurance, so we have to quit paying for their lawsuits. That's what I want.
You do know that police dogs save lives and things like that, don't you?
Yeah, I also know that the cops use them as weapons too.
Well, yeah,
that's trained to do what that cop says. And that bigot cop, I've seen him so many black guys attacked by dogs that were on their knees with their hands in the air.
I remember seeing the one video a while back of the homeless guy. They sicked the dog on him, or they shot him, sicked the dog on him, and then tased him. But he was already dead by the time they tased him.
Yeah, no, that's completely inappropriate. And I've known dog handlers. We get the entire county in where I'm living comes to our town to do dog training, their Schutzhund training, and I see how they're doing it, and they're not abusing the dogs. They're teaching them safety kind of things, and
oh yeah,
but yeah, all police dogs are capable of defending the handler.
Yeah, like there's a one that happened not too far back, and it was this. I think he was a truck driver, I want to say, and they pulled him over and everything, and of course it's a bunch of white cops, and the guy in charge, the guy came out with the canine. The guy in charge told him to stop. No, don't let him go, and he fucking told him to attack anyways.
Yeah, that guy should be fired and sued to Kingdom Come.
You think?
Yeah, I do.
It's not the dog's fault, but my point is that they use those dogs just like weapons. They use them illegally. But that's not my point. I know that they are considered officers, and I get that. We don't need to spend $1 million for or 100,000, whatever the fuck it costs.
There's
to bury
lots and lots of cases, Beck, where imagine this kind of situation. You're chasing a bad guy who's known violent and hurting people, and he's armed and on the physical run because you're chasing his ass, and he dives in somewhere where if you go in there, there's going to be no way he can't shoot you to death because of the angles and the doorways and blah blah. You send the dog, and the dog deals with it. And
I understand that.
And a lot of them will get shot and die. It happens.
I understand that, and it's shitty. We do not need to have a human funeral for a dog.
Yeah, I have to agree. They don't really need a human funeral. I mean, I can understand, giving him something, but
yeah, I mean, should the police station he's from be there and buried? Yes, absolutely. Should his handler and all the other dog handlers and shit be there? Absolutely. Do people want to come? Cool. You don't I've literally seen a fucking how many miles long was it? 3-4 mile long thing, and I looked up who died. It was a fucking dog. All the police stations in the whole goddamn metro area went to bury this dog. And I'm driving through in a truck, and I'm like, you guys just spent a lot of fucking money on nothing.
We spent those couple $100 to cremate our dog, and
Well, that's
comes
different.
back in a nice little box and everything and stuff. So
Yeah. No, but that's
it's
cool. That's
not
not
enough.
You're not using $100,000 of the taxpayers' money to bury a dog, is what I'm saying. If they want to, the police station wants to pay for it out of their own pocket to have all that pomp and circumstance, go ahead. Quit taking the taxpayers' money. How
Well,
many dogs?
let's see.
How many dogs
Okay.
die a year in the line of duty?
I'm thinking back to the big city I used to live in, and if a dog died and they had spent $100,000 on a funeral for a dog, that's less than $1 per citizen. So I don't have a problem with it at all.
I had a friend of mine say he managed to get away from a police
You're
dog.
assuming everybody's paying taxes. Sorry, go ahead, Mitch.
Yeah, he got himself into like a little kind of a corner where dog could only get at him from one direction, and he managed to get away from the dog by kicking it in the face. And he managed to get away. And apparently, the cops didn't catch him.
It happens.
And the cops didn't see who he was, so they couldn't, go to his home or anything. So
No,
and
police
most
dogs are great.
police dogs
I'm a German
are not
Shepherd
German
lover.
Shepherds.
Oh yeah.
So the ones that are
German
German Shepherds, I love them. They're fucking
No,
beautiful.
they look like everybody calls them shepherds, but they're not. They're Belgian Malinois. They're a branch of German Shepherds, and they haven't been overbred to death like Germans have.
Yeah, they're German Shepherd police dogs, and that's why they call them that separately. And that's what my parents had. Like the dad was a police dog, and the other one was a standard German Shepherd. Both of them with papers and all that shit.
The easiest way to tell them apart is that a Belgian Malinois, its feet from a distance when you see them walk down the street or something like that, or with the handler, they almost look like they're walking on their tippy toes. It's actually kind of cute.
Yeah.
And their legs are just generally a little bit finer than a German Shepherd's, but they're the same, bulk and body size and head shape of a German.
Yeah, of a German Shepherd. Yeah. Yeah, but they are.
I like my labs.
They are bigger and they are stronger.
I like my labs. They're smart. They almost
labs are
understand.
great.
They almost understand you. You don't need a lot of training or anything. They're really smart, obedient, and love to please. And
yeah, I had a lab for a few years. She was amazing. A couple years after me and the ex split up, she died of some intestinal fucking issue that we didn't know she had.
I had one, and then I had a pair, and then I had another pair, and one of them we just put down. His brother's still alive, and then we just got a puppy. This time we got a chocolate. So my other ones were black. This one's a chocolate. So
it's funny with dogs and cats. I like them opposite. I like female dogs and I like male cats.
Do you find that the black labs taste different than the brown labs, or what?
That's my
dogs, not babies.
Mine are mutts. Mine are mutts, by the way. I don't like the whole breeding thing and everything. I got issues with that. But mutts are better. They're better all the way around, and I don't want to jinx myself or anything, but my dogs have always been a lot healthier than other people's dogs.
Oh yeah, must have
that they spend a lot of money from these breeders, and they're all genetically messed up, and they're always at the vet, and that is no way for a dog to live. It's a dog. It's got it's
bottom
got
line
pride, alpha, all that stuff. And
bottom line, if you get a dog that is mixed, it will live way longer than any fucking dog you buy at a pet store or from a puppy mill or from a breeder or whatever. They overbreed the shit out of them. They breed them to win contests and all this stuff and to make money off of them. They don't give a shit if those dogs live, most of them. Now, I have met a few small breeders that will make sure you have the proper home and all that shit, but most of them don't do that. They don't give a shit. So yeah, if you're buying typical breeder dogs, they are gonna have a genetic defect 95% of the time.
My family's Irish setter lived 19 years.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty old. She was
He's
purebred.
Pretty old.
I can't remember
usually
how
my
long.
labs go about 13, but this one here, he got cancer. He was fine, and then he was just down and out, and took him to the vet, and he's bad news. And
I
I
can't
said,
remember how long
wow,
my
it
first
just,
dog was.
just came out of the blue, and the vet said, yeah, that's because they're so alpha, they want to show it until it just overwhelms them, and that's why so many dogs it was fine yesterday, and today it's just, it won't even get its butt up. And it's that genetics, that not to show weakness, because they've still got that dog, instinct, and you don't want to
That's
show weakness.
strange.
So yeah, they'll go right until they just can't take it anymore. And that's why so many times you hear it over and over. Man, the dog was fine yesterday.
That can
Today he
happen
can't
with
just pick his butt up.
yeah, that
Yeah.
can happen with parrots as well. Yeah, my uncle's little had black labs. He always had black labs, and he had one he named rather inappropriately the N-word, meaning he was going for the definition, not so much the slur, but it didn't work out so
But when
well.
you name it to a black dog, it turns it into a slur.
Well, the dog got away and ran past some black guys, so he's chasing after it, going here and. It was.
Yeah,
You know
that's not a
what?
very smart
I
thing
know
to
it's
do.
Ooh, Jenny, your mic's doing that thing.
Who, mine?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it
Oh,
does
okay.
randomly.
All right, I'm going to reboot, and I got to go pee anyway, so I'll be right back.
Okay. Thanks, bud.
Alright.
I know it's your family, Mage, and no offense to your family or anything, but if some black dudes beat the shit out of him, I'd say it was totally warranted.
Actually, I think he would have agreed.
Okay.
In retrospect, he was like, "Yeah, that was not a good idea."
Okay. Well, at least he realized his mistake at some point. Okay.
I name mine from Sanskrit words, so mine are usually unusual, and people always ask, where'd you get those names? And it's like, I go looking in Sanskrit, because you go find the cool ones. So our cat is Satis, and
Okay.
the dogs were Balin and Ravi. Ravi just passed away. And then now we got the puppy. Puppy is Hari, Hari.
Nice. The first name I don't know, but Ravi and you said Javi or
It was Balin and Ravi. Ravi,
yeah, and then
Ravi just we put down, and now we've got Hari. Ravi
Hari.
was son,
Okay.
and Balin was big and powerful, because they're big dogs, and we got them on a rainy day, so we named them for the sun, because we got them on a rainy day. So it was big and powerful and sun. And Hari has a root with green, and because it's a chocolate lab, it's got those yellowish green eyes.
Yeah, nice.
Okay.
So
yeah.
that's
Molly,
why I went with
Molly
Hari.
Molly came with the name. I got her from the Humane Society, so.
Well, I think the puppy they were calling it Pretzel, I think, because it was brown, chocolate lab. I think they were calling it Pretzel, but.
Well, Andre, the reason I said that is because he said his uncle was trying to use the actual meaning of the word and not the slur. But I said the fact that he attached it to a black dog makes it a slur. Even if he didn't mean it like that, it's pretty much what he just did.
He got that from Pink Floyd The Wall. That's what the guy's calling the dog in the movie.
That's probably where he got it from, because Pink Floyd actually is his favorite.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Here, yeah, yelling that word in the movie, But it was.
I don't know
it was,
anybody who would name their horse after a fish. That's you should have slapped her.
Yeah, I started out with some of the powerful gods, but I kind of ran low. So I started out with Samson, and then I went with Caesar and Ramses.
Yeah.
But then I kind of lost the powerful god names, And we had Ivan too. We had Ivan. But never name your dog Ivan. Never name your dog Ivan, because Ivan the Terrible. Okay.
Okay.
Trust me, the dog lived up to its name. That dog would get out and go roll in all the garbage and dookie it could find, and then it would come back home and sit on the porch, watch me off, and it's like,
my first dog's name was Foxy because she looked like a fox. She was a Spitz Collie mix, so she had kind of looked like she had the tail, fluffy tail with the white tuft at the end, and had that almost a fox-like face with the ears. It's almost like a little miniature collie. It's really neat. Smart dog too.
So, Mage, you started the conversation. You get to deal with Jer's answer.
What is the actual
question?
Of the black was basically what he was referring to.
It means That's
because originally it came from people from Niger.
Yeah,
that's where it all started at. Yeah,
didn't there used to be a crayon that color too, and they had to change the name or something?
I think so.
Not that I know of, but who knows? My mom didn't allow anything racist in our house.
Something
except
close
for
to
my
that.
father and my brother.
In the wall, you're talking about World War II in England, so it was innocent. Yeah, they're just using it as the that definition. But
yeah, I'm guessing that's probably where he got
100 years later,
Did somebody yell for a funny, smart asshole? Because Mark thinks he's been summoned. It is used in some Quran translations from the Arab perspective. It meant stingy or to act stingingly.
Stingy.
Stingily. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, still, that's still
cheap.
Not good.
Well, the black lab I knew that he had was named Shadow, so.
People have to take perfectly good words and create bad things out of them. It's horrible. It really is.
Shadow's a popular name.
Yes, I agree, Andre. That is worse. So do Arabs have the stereotype about Jewish people? Like Americans do? Because if they do, that would be like a double slap.
Well, with the Abrahamics, there can be only one. So in the end, all their stories end the same way. There can be only one.
Translation is from like 1900-ish. Okay. Yeah, see, but that's the thing is we just like everything has to turn into like what's wrong with fuck? It can be used like 15 different ways, just like shit can. It's like fuck or shit or shit. Really? I mean there's different ways to use it.
Pull up the
I didn't know that.
Pull up the Osho video on the word fuck sometime.
Oh yeah, that was good.
That's a good one to watch.
Osho video? Can I show it or will they shut me down?
I don't know. I mean, he's been dead for a while, so I don't know who controls his stuff or anything.
I mean, if nobody controls it, then I guess is it just a dead channel now?
Well, he's dead. So, I mean, if somebody else has, there's a bunch of replays of it. So, I mean, if somebody's replaying it, I know there's a bunch of different copies of it out there.
Oh, I don't know. I just clicked on the first one. It's only like 5 minutes long.
Yeah,
it was short. I know what you're talking about, though. I know the video.
Okay, I want to make sure it came up good.
Video is a video about Osho and his expression about the fuck meaning and definition.
Wait a minute, I don't want to hear him.
This is a little bit different. This is different from.
It's actually before, which is a surprise to me.
No, this is just his commentary on the video.
Yeah, that's just that's commentary.
It's not what I wanted.
You need a dude with a big gray beard. That's the guy.
Got it.
One of the most interesting words in the English language today is the word fuck. It is a magical word. There are
I can't
not
express it.
many words with the versatility of fuck. Besides the sexual meaning,
Oh shit.
there are also the following uses:
There you
ignorance, fucked if I know;
go.
trouble, I guess I'm fucked now;
Most of the
fraud,
way you say it sounds like
I
fug instead
got
of.
fucked at the used car lot;
Rod, I got fucked at the used car lot.
aggression, fuck you;
Yeah, that's a very popular one.
displeasure, what the fuck is going on here; difficulty, I can't understand this fucking job;
Yeah.
incompetence, he is a fuck off;
Yeah.
suspicion,
I prefer fuckhead, but
what the fuck are you doing;
fucking yeah.
enjoyment, I had a fucking good time; request, get the fuck out of here;
I would have called that a demand, but okay.
Yeah. Man.
hostility, I'm going to knock your fucking head off; greeting,
Fuck his block off.
how the fuck are you;
My friends use
I
that
say
one
that
quite
all the
often.
time.
apathy, who gives a fuck;
Yeah.
innovation, get a bigger fucking
Fucking
hammer;
hammer. That's my favorite.
surprise, fuck,
What?
you scared the shit out of me; anxiety, today is really fucked
That's every
and
day
it is
nowadays.
very heavy too.
Sorry, Jenny, I was on another screen. That is great. It's just fucking great.
What was everybody laughing about?
Fuck all.
Okay,
Osho,
you have
and
to look
all
up
the meanings of the
Osho.
word fuck.
No, I
Just
could
look
see it. I was just teasing.
Oh,
Oh,
did you see
okay.
the whole thing? Okay, I didn't. I
Most
was over on
most
the
of
other
it.
thing. I didn't know you were on there. Yeah, he
Who
just
is
said
that? Who is that guy?
Osho.
Osho.
He's a
Oh,
dead
he
dead
was
old philosopher
he,
type of guy or something, isn't he?
yeah, he was a guru, and he had a big compound set up here in the country, in the U.S., I should say, and it was really nice. They had it set up. A lot of people with a lot of money put into it, and they were going to have a utopia and everything. And then he went into a deep meditation where he was silent for a while, and while he was silent, the woman he left in charge tried to poison some city council people or something because they wouldn't give her a zoning permit or something, and the whole thing came crashing down. He ended up leaving the country, and
isn't that the guy they called the Bhagwan?
something like that.
Yeah, I remember that. We made up a thing about that. Jesus saves, Moses invests, the Bhagwan spends.
Well, he had a bad reputation because he had a collection of Rolls Royces.
Yeah,
and they were all gifts. Yeah, they were all gifts. He would say, "I sure like Rolls Royces," so people were always giving them to him. When they cleaned out the compound, they had the flatbed tow trucks, right, one after another, just rolling out with Rolls Royces on the back of it. But it was a shame. I mean, it was a beautiful place, and I'm not going to get into all the ins and outs because people are going to. It's you can argue it for a million years, but from the outside, it was a beautiful place, and I think a church bought it or something, and they have their headquarters or something there now. It's a beautiful property.
Probably Scientologists.
Oh, they were growing their own crops and everything. You know what I mean? They were going to do the whole thing. And
Crops of what?
Okay. All right. Fine. You said it. You wanted it. I found it.
but I like listening to the Mystics because they're straightforward, like Osho and Was, and I listen to Sadhguru a lot. He's another one that's controversial,
Okay,
but
this is the Scarface short version.
Scarface short version now. Oh. Okay.
Can't you stop saying fuck all the time?
Okay.
I'm done. It goes on for 2.5 more minutes. I'm done. Or another minute or
Is
something.
is that actually all those clips are out of the same movie, Scarface?
Yeah, that's all Scarface. They say fuck through the entire
Holy
movie.
shit.
I just
Holy
didn't realize
shit.
it was like, what was it? No, it was 1 minute and 14 seconds of just fucks.
We have
I've never seen that film, so I didn't know.
Limp Bizkit and his hot dog. Log.
well, he gives the image of, poorly educated, limited vocabulary, right? And
Yeah.
so, yeah. And
Oh,
so
like me.
If says the fuck 2 more times, there's 46 fucks in this fucked up
Well,
song.
they came in with the whole Cuban crisis, back in the day with the big camps and everything. And so that's where the movie starts. They're in the camps.
That's funny. It's the most I've laughed all weekend, I think.
Good.
I know.
Yeah, that was a lot better than that
Fucking tap
stupid
the fucking
Facebook.
script.
That stupid Facebook earlier. That pissed me off.
No, there actually has a storyline, but the storyline's built around the word fuck. No, I don't know. Well, yeah.
You know what I like? You know what I like about
Rise and
Sundays?
That's the point.
Rise and fall of a drug dealer. That's basically it.
You know what I
pushes-
like about Sundays?
What?
I get to just stay home, semi in bed, buck naked all day. It's just lovely. Visualize it as you want out there.
It's too chilly. It's too chilly here. I got my flannel shirt on. And
Look, Al said, I'm never going to run out of fucks. I'll have you know that Jenny and I ran out of fucks a long time ago.
How about that song? I've got no more fucks to give. Ever hear that one?
that's a good one.
Yeah, ain't giving no fucks. Ain't giving no.
No.
I don't even listen
No,
to that type of music. But
that
who do I
one-
hang
that
out with
one-
at night?
no.
That one you probably might get. That one you probably get nailed on. But
That's a different song. There's another one.
Oh.
I've got no more fucks to give.
He
This
plays
guy-
he plays a ukulele, and he's got the really distinguished beard and old like 1800 clothes on and stuff. He looks all real proper, and he gets out his little thing, and he's deedly. I've no more fucks to give. it's a great video.
Okay, I'll have to look that up sometime.
But you'd probably you might get
Maya-
flagged for that one. Though.
Yeah, that one might flag you.
Yeah.
Maya, as far as terms of service goes, you can invite us in, and then the back room we can do that with the video off. She said something about laying naked in her bed, but if I'd do it too if it wasn't for the terms of service. I'm game to do it after the stream. God, you know what, Maya? I've been hitting on you for 4 years now. Do you know that? This fall, 4 years I've been flirting with you. I should get something. Shouldn't I get like a medal? Like, that's consistent flirting. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but she was talking to me down there, not you.
Shut up, Jenny.
Hi, Maya. I
Maggie.
didn't say hi, by the way. Hi. And hi, Enter. I didn't say
Maya
hi
likes
to you
white
either.
guys. Shh.
And hi, Freak. I hadn't said hi to you either. And I think
gave
that's
you-
all. I think I got everyone.
I gave you a link in the private chat there, Beck.
Were you born an asshole, or did you work it your whole life? Either way is fine, 'cause you're an asshole tonight. Yeah, I know that song. I learned that song when I was like 10. Are you kidding? My brothers were assholes. They taught me all kinds of shit I shouldn't have known at 5. Yeah, right? 4 years. I can't, like, seriously.
I like the Dennis Leary version.
Is it just me, or does it just seem like I've been on Facebook for 4 years? Have I really been hanging out with you guys for 4 fucking years? Isn't that crazy? Whew. It's the longest friendship I've ever had. DeFreak, I was actually thinking of doing an OnlyFans just to make, like, I can probably make a whole shit ton of money, you know, half transition trans guy.
You know,
Guaranteed to make money.
trans people get lots of fucking money for being willing to do that kind of stuff. I know so many different trans women who have OnlyFans and are living off of it.
Do you know how many times I've been on Pornhub and clicked on a chick and it wasn't a chick? She was hot though.
They have.
I mean, it was a chick. It was like me, half transition chick.
They have the ones where it's like a guessing game. They start at the top and they start going down, and that's like, is it? And then, yeah, you try to guess before they get down to the private area.
You know, I'm okay though. It just depends on what they're gonna do afterwards, whether I'm interested or not. You know.
I should get out here. I just gotta take care of the chickens and walk the dog, and I'll come back. So see you guys in a little bit.
Okay, mate.
Okay. Bye, mate.
Don't step on any chickens.
I won't.
Go pet Molly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gave you the link in the private chat, Beck, so you can check it out later.
Yeah, I saw it. Thank you. You got to figure the money will come in
And
like a fucking river.
He does other songs too. He does other songs too. So.
Oh, does he? Okay. Yeah. No, seriously, like trans porn stuff is huge because every time I've found a trans person, like their views and likes and whatever are way outnumber everybody else's. So,
well, you know what's the funniest thing about trans porn is in this current day of the right wing is all about hate trans people. It's the people from all the southern red states who are the number one users of trans hub.
The Pornhub releases their numbers every year, and it's always Bible Belts, and I don't know if it's Pornhub or not, but one of them also a lot of the Muslim countries that aren't supposed to be looking at that they get a lot of hits over there too. So
I haven't seen that.
Yeah. Well, Allah doesn't see what goes on in the back room. You know, it's
that's why they call it a back door. You know, just to fool Muhammad.
There you go. That's the those girls that sing the loophole song.
Oh God, they are so funny. I love them so much.
They are.
That one, the small woman, I always forget her name, but she is just so adorable. And
yeah, when you catch the whole bit with the, when they're doing up on stage and they're doing a bunch of them all, yeah, they're pretty funny.
I have a couple of their albums,
and they've got it down. But you can tell they've worked a lot because they are so in sync. With the back and forth and everything. It's great.
What's her group name again? Oh, I'm forgetting.
Oh, we can find it.
That the small woman of that pair. First time I saw her, she played a love interest of one of the people on
Garfunkel and Oates.
Oh yes, that's right. A great name.
Yep, Garfunkel and Oates.
She played the love interest with the Kutrapali on Big Bang.
Mm.
Yes, Mark. They watch more porn in general, and they watch more gay and trans porn than any other area of the fucking United States. It's just a fact.
People say it's stereotypes or we're just being unfair or you can't say that kind of stuff.
Fucking true.
But there's actual surveys and records and studies that show these sorts of things. The other one that fits right along with it is one that has just been generated this year since they started calling trans people predators and groomers. This one woman decided that, well, that's enough of that. Let's start counting. And she has taken all the essays, sexual assaults. I forgot where TikTok we can say those things. All the sexual assaults from everywhere she could in the country, particularly if they're against children, and actually primarily if they're against children. I don't think she's taken any adult stuff. But anyways, CA then, child abuse, and she's been adding them up. She's got over 3,400 now. And she's generating statistics packages that you can go and download at her website, and it shows that the largest single group of percentage-wise of people who are committing that, how they would be described in terms of politics, are Republicans at 81%.
And also overlapping that number are teachers, neighbors, priests, policemen, all those
politicians,
lawyers. Yes, thank you. And those numbers are all right in line with Republicans, and they're all CA.
She does it by. Well, I said that anyways. No, I forgot what I was going to say. I interrupted myself. God. No, see, no, it was almost there and it just disappeared again. Gosh, that's disappointing.
Go ahead.
You can go and find it yourself out there. The website is whoisinthenews.com. Whoisinthenews.com. Oh, no. What? That's wrong. Whoa. Whoismakingnews.com. Whoismakingnews.com. It's pretty interesting. She's done a great job. Screw year. And since those numbers have come out, all the calling drag queens and trans people those names is pretty much stopped. There's still a few hangovers that don't even know their own name, but for the most part, it has stopped because of her listing everything. So we're all kind of glad about that. And in her numbers, there have been out of the 3,400, 0 drag queens and 3 trans people.
0 drag queens.
Yeah. Now I have heard people say, "Oh no, there's one drag queen over here, there, and citing specific crimes," but I haven't seen those in the paper or anything, and she hasn't seen them in her stats, so that it could be it's not adjudicated yet, or something along the lines. The woman's a lawyer, so she has access to all that crap, and they just haven't shown up yet. And she'll publish them if they show up.
Al, if you want to get noticed and being a big hairy guy, then jerk off and just videotape just your body and you jerking off and put it under the gay porn, and you will get plenty of money. Because there's a lot of gay men out there that like big hairy guys. They're called bears.
Okay. It's just like it's not the market. It's not the market that like I usually would reciprocate in.
No, I understand that, but I'm just saying
it's a one-way street. Yeah,
money's money. Yeah,
yeah, money's money.
Yeah. I shouldn't.
And the thing is, nobody gives a fuck what your face looks like. Nobody cares. They don't give a shit about that.
What's a good thing? It's a
Not
good thing.
That-
Why you're
that's-
learning
that would
anyway.
be
you
a-
just want to see the goods.
That would be a kink in
Yeah.
itself. If you did a bunch of videos and everything you did was, say, in a blue fox furry head, I mean,
Yeah.
people who junk out on that.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
you could do that.
I don't.
Get like
I
a
don't know where to
get
get
like
one
a
of those,
scary
and I don't
get like
wanna
a
Google
scary
it.
trucker mask and put a hat on or something,
Okay.
so nobody know, like just some like ghoul or something, and just put your hat on. Like nobody will somebody will get off on that shit. Jenny's right.
Yeah, I think I gotta stick with my regular vocation, but yeah, no, I'm sure there's a market for everything.
No, Von Rick's right though. They don't care if you're gay. If you're willing to show it to
Yeah.
them, they're willing to look. Yeah, they don't give a shit.
Yeah,
You can be
okay.
like, here you go, gay guys. I'm a straight dude, and they'll be like, cool. Like they don't care.
I would think they
All
do
right.
have their limits, though. That you can't do everything that's kinked out. You know, I'm thinking things that somebody on a farm might do that they couldn't possibly allow that videos like
Well,
that.
I don't. I like that's not my
Oh,
niche
God.
market either. So
Just jerk
I'm not
off with
looking-
different stuff. It'll be fine.
oh man.
Just use butter one time, mayo another time. It doesn't matter.
Oh,
Just
okay.
use
All right.
Jeez.
I
jerk
thought you
off
were
with
like,
ketchup or something. They'll get off
Okay.
on that. It doesn't matter.
Masturbating with condiments
Oh man.
or kitchen goods.
I'm hairy but skinny. Nobody wants that. Aaron, you
Oh.
are a skinny fucker. How you doing, buddy? And hello,
None.
Von Rick. And I think that's all the new people that just came in.
I think it was 2.5 Men. He asked the brother, he said, would you stick your junk into a beehive? And he's like, no. He goes, would you do it for $1 million? And he's like, well,
No,
he's okay. So you would do it. We're just negotiating the price.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Get me to do something like that. You better have it in cash in front of me. I can count it before, and I already have
Yeah, you don't
possession of
wanna-
it, or we ain't doing it.
Yeah, you don't want to find out the hard way that they weren't serious.
Yeah, no. Oh, I was just kidding.
Yeah.
No, motherfucker,
Oh,
you owe me
man.
$1 million right now.
I mean,
And as soon as my genitalia goes down, I'm gonna kick your ass.
oh, Jesus. Like I don't know how you like. I mean, you could develop an allergy and die like with some of these things. So I think some things are just
Better left untested.
Wait a
yeah,
minute.
maybe yeah, like maybe
Aaron, would Asiago Caesar dressing be next? If we're starting out with the aioli, he said you should go in alphabetical order, Al, with your condiment jerking off. Yeah.
Like I wasn't
So-
actually saying I was gonna start one up. I was just saying I didn't
Oh.
think there was a big market. But and then once you told me there was a market, I was like, well, this isn't
Well.
funny anymore. Now I have to like go to the supermarket and I see profits evaporating. I see profits evaporating at the supermarket. They already get enough of my money.
Just start out with the condiments you have at
I-
home already. You only need a little
Okay.
bit.
I would
Yeah,
watch
well-
that if I knew which episodes were going to do things like sriracha.
I'm sure.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say
I
you
think-
might want to avoid
I might want to skip everything.
horseradish
with capsaicin, I
sauce.
think.
Might not be a good idea.
Yeah.
Nor spicy mustard. I think you might want to avoid those two out of the condiment aisle.
I think also anything that like I think with a lot of sugar content that would get sticky in it. Like some things are just better left untested.
Well,
All the way across the
sticky's
board.
okay if you're Joe Rogan. You can just clean it up.
Oh. Ugh.
Is that a reference to something I'm just like a complete?
Oh, don't you know
Dunce
Joe
about, or-
Rogan? Joe Rogan released it on his show once that he one of the things that he likes to do is to give himself a self fellatio.
Okay.
What would that be?
Fellatio.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. Okay.
And he
I
seemed
did
proud
not-
of it.
I
So
Well, I mean, I would
I
probably.
think that guy's a little too
I'd be.
chunky or something to be able to do that.
well, he says he can. I'm not going to watch and see if it's true.
He's in pretty good shape. So
Yeah, I don't know. I can't. And I haven't tried.
I mean,
I
he's
just,
bulky, but doesn't he have a gut too?
No,
I don't think so.
He's pretty ripped. He's into that serious working out
Then he
routine
definitely
and that.
can't do it, because the more muscle you bound you are, the less you are flexible for folding yourself in half. So I really don't believe it now.
He hangs out with the cage fighters and everything, and yeah, he does some hardcore working out. So.
Maya, he's
Well, there you
a half-wit on internet who does a podcast, a show, whatever you want to call it, and is just absolutely dumb as fuck. He's
I
and
know
he's a COVID denier and
She knows who he
um,
is. She was picking on him like he
Yeah, it's
doesn't he
not-
have tits.
oh
yeah,
It's
like,
not that.
doesn't
It's Toe has said himself that he's a idiot cage fighter and a comedian, and no one should listen to me. This is what he has said. And it's okay if you just take him for an idiot comedian, right? He's just a clown, right? But no, people watch it like he's a news source or something. When he's
Yes.
telling people, no, I'm just an idiot. I'm just some dude on here. You know what I mean? But people
He gets a lot of
him
sound bites
seriously.
he gets a lot of sound bites from people that are topical, and I find a lot of that comes what's the word I'm looking for? It gets the soundbite gets taken out of context or without any backstory, and then people just jump on it. And I think that's why so many people are a fan of it, because they can manipulate what he gets out of people. And I think he also gives time to anybody for money. Like he won't he has no integrity. He'll platform anyone as long as the price is right.
Oh yeah, he was having an in-depth discussion with Steve Meyer, the one, and I was like, oh cripes.
Beck, did you catch Maya's last entry?
I'm not paying
Google
any
Joe
attention
Rogan's
to that.
nipples. No thanks.
Well, come
I'm not
on,
interested.
come on. We want to see it.
Oh God.
Hey, that's we're responsible for the
Maya's
show,
already-
and the show wants certain things. It's
Maya's already
Ice
ruined
bath
cave stuff.
nipples or just regular nipples? Hold on. Oh my God.
Yeah, I like.
I mean,
I like
kind
Fear
of looks like
Factor.
he's
Freak.
trans there. Hold on. Yeah, let's make sure we get it big so everybody can see the nippage.
Yeah, I liked when he did Fear Factor there, Freak, until they changed the show. But the early seasons were good.
I mean, seriously, dude.
Is this guy? Is that him?
I had top surgery and my nipples aren't that big.
Is that the ice bath?
Is that something
I
they
have
work
no
on?
idea.
Is that a question I should ask? I probably shouldn't. I don't want to know.
Maybe it is an ice bath. It could be.
I know he does the cryo chambers and he does all that stuff. He's into all that new age stuff.
Goes like oxygen booths and stuff like that.
Yeah, he did.
That was a very popular thing for a while. That people like. I was at a place where they said they had that. Like I was there for a different type of treatment, and they said, "Oh, if you want, you can come back, and we have this like minus 50 Celsius room you can go sit in for 15 minutes, and then you'll come back out and you'll feel awesome." And I'm like,
so
I could just go outside and do that.
He only eats game meat too. He's got
CD hanger nipples.
Well, I have to apologize to Maya. Oh, hey, Weasel, what's up, buddy? Because I just got asked to host Skeptic Haven tonight. So I'll be on that at 8 Eastern. So I'm going to run over Maya and tap. Otherwise, you know,
BSS. Are they doing BSS?
Yeah, yeah, they do it every Sunday.
Doing something. I know they do, but what do we know what they're up to? They should.
We never know what they're up to.
Well, I was on it last week and I didn't know what was going on the whole time.
Surprise.
And yet I prepped for it. So
Why don't we get Maya on this panel?
I don't know. You should.
So I'm not going to ask you guys to come watch me because I want you guys to all hang out with Maya. But you can do whatever you want.
I
You
do
do
that.
both at the
I
same
do that
time if
every-
you want.
I do it every
Dolphins.
Sunday night.
Dolphins got the night game, so I will be watching my game tonight.
Who are they playing?
That's a major mistake.
The Eagles. Yeah, I think the Eagles.
The Eagles.
Oh, they might have a chance. Hold on.
We're like 5-1, so I'm not going to jinx anything. But
Oh, Maya, you know
been
I'm going to
looking-
come and hang out with
been
you
looking
after.
good.
Didn't
Well, Maya
the
can
Dolphins
run
get
like-
beaten by the Browns, the lowliest team in the NFL for decades?
Carrie
Yeah,
came in and said hi to Jenny first. I'm so insulted.
We've only lost.
Hi, Carrie,
one.
honey. We're dating. Didn't you know that? Didn't she tell you, Carrie? You didn't tell Beck that we're dating. And it's just internet dating, of course. But
No one's ever said anything to this.
Go for it.
Oh boy,
I have issues. I'm still in love with my ex. I got to get over that shit.
Carrie keeps me captive. Carrie's
Yeah, it's a
awesome.
call-in show tonight. Cool. I've always wanted to do a call-in show. I'm excited.
what's a DB?
A DB.
Huh?
I don't know.
That would be in
The free-
football.
Wait a minute.
In football,
Reference.
in football, it's a
Oh.
defensive back.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. I would
So,
I was
I saw a story about a
DB
DB that has
in
4 women pregnant at the same time. I don't
We-
fucking doubt that. I guess they shouldn't all fucked him.
Yeah, defensive back. Yeah.
Carrie, are you saying that Dave and Al are an item?
You would say that, Weasel. You would say it's a database. No. That's fine.
Al's great.
Well, you guys could come hang out for the first half an hour before Maya starts, right? Wait a minute. No, wait a minute. Maya, you start at what time? You start at 9:30 Eastern.
Yeah. Football starts at
Oh, yeah.
8:30.
I won't overlap you at all. It'll be done in an hour and a half.
Maya
Usually
goes
about an
late.
hour and 15.
I'll catch Maya after the game if they're still going.
Aw. Thanks, KAC.
Carrie Ann's awesome.
Hal said he was assuming the DB was a porn thing. No, that's DP. Double penetration. Which is also fun to watch. Anyways. Well, I'm telling on myself.
Oh, they're up to 3, 4, and 5 now. That's
Oh, no, I know.
2 isn't even a challenge anymore.
I've watched the gangbanging.
people on YouTube.
I mean, it just depends on who they are and what they're doing, whether I want to watch
Just
it or
for
not.
fun.
Some people I look at and go, hell yeah. And other people I go, nah, I don't really want to see his ass. I don't think it's very nice. But, of course, the best porn in the world for a trans guy is POV porn. So, of course.
Point of view?
Yes.
Close-ups.
Well, all you see is the chick and a penis.
Business.
Oh, okay. I get it.
You just
Now
see
you get it.
business.
Yeah, you just see business. Right.
Just business.
You don't see anything else. You're lucky. Sometimes you get like a little shot of their stomach or chest, but really it's all just.
And the ones
chick
that
and that.
waste time writing scripts and everything, it's like, really? We're just fast forwarding through that. I mean,
Script.
we know what's
My
going to
kid
go on
used
when
to-
the pizza guy rings the doorbell. We already know, okay? We can skip through it. It's assumed. It's assumed he delivered pizza.
Yeah, you could just have them taking off the pizza clothes and the pizza on the counter. That's enough. You don't need
Yeah,
to show
that's
the whole
enough.
hello
Yep.
scene. And
That's assumed.
Nobody
Yep.
cares. Nobody cares.
Plumber, what electrician, whatever, have the belt on. We get it. We get it.
I haven't porn. God,
Okay.
Huh. I went back into the old stuff in the closet,
Okay.
and I decided to watch my earliest porn film,
Yep.
and I just could not believe how young I looked. It was
Al, it says you're muted, but you're not muted. We can hear every up, buddy. So I can't mute you any further. What was I gonna say? Shit, it was funny too, but I got interrupted.
You salute, freak.
Oh, my kid. Back when my kid identified as a lesbian before she turned into he. She used to say all the time that, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make real lesbian porn and actually have lesbians in it. And I'm like, nah, dude, you can't do that. That's never gonna fly. I'm gonna rewrite it so it's actually like well choreographed porn with real gay women. I'm like, no one has ever done that. Why would you want to do that? I've seen one porn in my life with two women, and the one was so straight, and the one was definitely gay. Like she was legitimately gay. You know, there's a difference between pretending to do something and really getting into it and enjoying it. You know what I'm saying?
one of the best skin flicks. I'm going to call it because it wasn't porn. Was just a basic video made by a couple of lesbians, and it was just one of the most sweetest, tenderest, just lovely films I've seen in my life. It was just so calm and peaceful, and anything good you can think of. This film was it. It was really something. Lesbians make good lesbian films, but they're not wham bam thank you ma'am like porn.
I'm with Beck. I just want the business. I'm not. Check out some business, and and Mrs. Desk is like, wow, that's impressive, and it's like, that's pretty impressive, ain't it? And then then we turn off the porn and.
Aaron, what kind of sex do you have, bro?
Good
My
enough.
ex, we had such good sex. I should have, if she would have let me, I would have fucking videotaped that shit. That was like, god damn it. Anyways,
Aaron, your
that's
comments
my
are
other problem. My problem is I've had sex with that. This part isn't the problem. The other part is, I'll tell you in a second. The beginning of this is I've had sex with a lot of women, and the last one that I'm still in love with was the best ever. So now I don't know what to do. If she had one or the other was not okay, it would be easy to combat and move on from. But when it's love and the sex was amazing, like the complete package.
Maya, I agree completely. I'm absolutely certain that women watch sex in media much different than men. You can just tell by when everybody leaves the room how much drool is in the men's seats and how much little there was. And
Mrs. Desk just gives me the look like, hello. Hello. It's like, turn off the porn. I got the real deal.
Aaron's afraid his body's going to give out, so he fucks like the apocalypse is at the door. No, I don't know. That's why.
Martin Sheen?
I have to tell you, though, Maya, yeah, you'll see like a woman walks in the room and the guy's in there and he's got the camera on, and she's like teasing him with her towel. I'm skipped right through that shit. I skip right to the point where she's sucking that shit. That's what I want to see. So, yeah, I don't have time for the bullshit and no fluffing. The foreplay is for women. It's definitely foreplay is for women, not men.
Skip that too.
Men, with us, you could just say something suggestive and we're like, ready. That's it. I mean,
I like the music too. I like the boom, 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 boom.
Touche, Aaron. Touche.
I honestly have not watched porn films. I mentioned the lesbian film like that. And I watched a few minutes of a film a friend of mine had in college. But other than that, I really couldn't care less about porn. No interest whatsoever.
That's all I got left, Jenny.
It's all I got left too, but I'm just not interested.
Well, yeah, I'm
I'm
not
a
into
very
this.
visual person though, so I have trouble like, you know, with all of the partners I've had, I should have some really good like scenes in my head, and I do, but I don't know. I want to see it. I'm more visual. I can't just think about it.
I say I'm not much for the dialogue, and you can only listen to so much. So yeah, I like the ones that got some music, and it's like you can kind of get into the music at the same time, you know. So you're like bebopping, and you're like, yeah, that's right, get it on.
You're right, Maya. Fall
Carrie
asleep
Ann,
like that too sometimes.
I would lose every time.
I am I unmuted, or was I never muted?
You attempted to mute and then you didn't mute, and we heard what you talking to somebody in the background, but all we heard was you going yeah, and then you got totally
Okay.
quiet. So
we got
I
your credit.
just heard
We got your credit card number and everything.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. We're ordering pizza.
Yeah.
No, I wish I had been. But my wife and I are both cooking some things right now, and I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm trying to fit things in here, and I realize that there's all sorts of double entendre you guys are going to try to mix in there with everything going on in the background of your chat there.
Well, you are the one who's
too easy.
You are the one who's cooking with your wife, and things are getting tight. So don't.
Fitting it in.
I don't want
to. I know. I know you guys. None of you have a dirty enough mind to make that kind of leap. So that's good.
That's kind of my job around here.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we're just, my wife has actually been cooking up a storm here for the week, and I've been not accomplishing much, so I just stepped up to help a little bit. Although I did manage to like get all the dust out from under our bed today, which was quite a chore.
She said
I
she
would
wanted
try
tacos.
to do that. That would take me that'd take me like 6 hours. Oh, underneath my bed is like a garage, and it's full of tools and storage.
Oh, okay, yeah, no.
I would clean that floor. I'd have to pull all that shit out.
Well, I didn't have to do nearly that much, but I had to like take everything apart, move it all to the other side of the room, vacuum it, mop it, sweep it.
Have you seen those positions, Carrie Ann? I mean, jeez. I mean, I was young once, but seriously, even when I was young, I don't know.
Yeah, but you're right though. Kama Sutra, like I found my sister's Kama Sutra book when I was 15, and my whole world changed. Hey, maybe that's why I'm so good at sex. Maybe it was that Kama Sutra book. Because before I ever had sex, I knew about it. I read that shit. It was interesting. There was pictures of vaginas and stuff. I wanted to read it. So I literally read the damn thing.
Trying and succeeding is two different things, Carrie Ann. Now, kudos to anybody that can get through any of that book, because it's like that's in some advanced positions. That's another level.
Well, it's not just about the positions, though.
I know. I'm just joking.
Yeah. So there's so much more to it. But no, you're right. I couldn't even done half of those when I was 19. What are you talking about? Like, it should just say Kama Sutra for yoga practicers or something, like someone that can actually do this shit. Because most people
contortionists.
Oh, and sure, I didn't know that. So that would like bring a whole different meaning to the move downward dog, huh?
Oh, I love having a woman in downward dog.
I made plenty of jokes about it. The missus was doing a lot of yoga after a car accident, and it's just too easy after a while. It's just too easy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She's not really hurting anymore. She's still doing it. Oh yeah. This is open fire season now. No, I actually dated a yogi. She was literally taught and practiced for so long that she was a yogi. And she could literally just fold herself in half and put her knees up by her fucking head. It was amazing.
I've seen
I
that
could
porn.
push him down, and she could put her she could put her arms on top and hold her own legs back. I didn't have to hold them.
Yeah, see, I can do that if I have a winch.
Me too, Jenny. It would take like 6 firemen and a crowbar, like the same way they, try to get a person out of a car,
Some heat packs to loosen it up.
Yes.
I agree. Yeah, no, she, oh God, we had sex all over her studio too. It was so fucking hot. Oh, it's great. Everybody would leave, and she'd be like, "All right, bye, everybody." Lock the door. She'd be like, "Come on."
I'll pull your stuff out.
She had 2 little kids, so it's kind of like what Aaron was saying, because she had a 5 and a 7-year-old at the time, and you gotta like any advantage you have, you gotta grasp that second to have sex.
I did.
So I had to help her do a lot of cleaning in that studio.
Al, when I back in the last century, when I actually had sex, one of my favorite things was with a partner was to tell jokes. There's so many things having sex that are humorous or lead to something that's funny if you're quick enough with it, and it's just fun. It makes everything take longer, and it's.
As long as you aren't pointing and laughing.
Are you going to check the bird seat, or did you already do that?
I muted him that time. Okay. And boring jokes are easy. Just ask me when I'm hauling a drill. I'm not touching that one. Run around screwing things, huh?
That's like watching football. You got tight ends, and they're going deep and they're going wide, and it's just it's too easy.
I thought with a drill, though,
just so you know, I muted you out because of the background noise, but so you can unmute. Sorry, Jenny, go ahead.
I thought that what Al just wrote. I'm confused. I thought that with a drill you pegged. Forget it.
I think it could be used either way. For drilling, for screwing and pegging. Years and years ago, Jenny, back when you remember when people first started dating online and they had like the old chat pages and you could go in and talk to people. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
And then all of a sudden people could start using video and everybody was like, oh my God, you can see people. Do you remember? Okay. So back during that time, I was in an all lesbian chat room. I had found the computer for the first time. It was the first chat room I'd ever really been in. I ended up in one because of somebody, and then I said, "Oh my God, there's lesbian chat rooms. I could talk to women." So I went in one of those and met a bunch of people. One of them actually found my son for me. So I will never ever forget Melissa's name for the rest of her life. And in 24 hours, I looked for him for 14 fucking years, and she found him on goddamn MySpace in 24 hours. Not even, it was like 13 hours. Anyways, not the point. So I met this chick, and we're talking, and we talked for a while, and then we decided to exchange numbers, and we start texting each other, and she proceeds to tell me that one of the things she likes to do is go around and peg dudes because she got treated like shit by guys when she was straight or pretended to be straight. So she decided this was like a power revenge on men. And I was like, I'm not sure I'm okay with that being part of our relationship. Like, I'm glad you told me because peace, but, not really like, I'm not a sharer. I say it like this. Once I lick it, it's mine until I'm not licking it anymore. Then you can do whatever the fuck you want. But while I'm licking it, it don't go nowhere else.
That's what
I will
it says.
literally, if I find out somebody cheats on me, I literally cannot have sex with them again.
Beck, that's why I have what I have under my name today.
Born to lick.
I knew we were going to talk about this. Yeah.
Because we always talk about sex, Jenny. You're on here.
Well, yeah, okay.
And Carrie's in the chat. So between the two of you, it was bound to go this way. I'm
You were
just kidding.
supposed to read what's on the bottom of my thing. That was a lead-in for a joke.
I did read it out loud.
No, I didn't see it. I didn't hear you.
Oh, I said born to lick, born to bottom.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
that's what it says.
So what's the rest of it? You said you had another part.
I will, buddy. Oh man, sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's,
Well, that's half the fun of it is experimenting and trying different stuff and I know that was part of the problem I had with it, but I hadn't even got to that part yet. I was just talking about the surface level of someone that I'm with having sex with another person, never mind a guy. No. Now, if she wanted to have sex with another woman and bring her into the relationship, or maybe another guy, I don't know, because no one's ever approached me with that. I might consider it, but not you're going out and doing something I don't know what's going on. No,
I don't think I could ever do a threesome.
all the time with you.
My brain is just not into that.
I'm really possessive when it comes to sex. The rest of the relationship, I am not jealous. I'm not possessive. I'm not obsessive. Nothing. But when it comes to sex, whoever I'm having sex with, it better be only me and you, or that's it. I'll walk. I'm done. Licking indicates being with a woman. Bottom indicates being a woman.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah. Or it could be Jenny's looking for a threesome with a guy and a woman. Yeah, I mean, it could be that too. Who knows?
Well, I've made this a statement publicly on your show or Purple's. I would never want to marry a guy. I probably wouldn't even want to date one, but I do want to get fucked by one at least once before I die.
Touche. Well, I tell you what, Jenny, in about 17 years, when I'm almost on my deathbed, if I'm still single, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Because at that point, I'm just going to fuck whoever wants to be fucked. I don't care.
Well, that's my philosophy, too. It just doesn't work out that way.
Life never works out the way you plan it. All you can do is roll with the punches.
See, the problem I have with most women is I like this tall, little tiny women, not the scrawny ones though. Meat, gotta have meat on their bones, but which makes it really hard to live in a Hispanic community that's full of religious people. Because ain't none of them Hispanic women that go to a Catholic church, gonna date me, ever. So, but that's what I like. I'd love to date a Hispanic woman.
You should make that a project. You could write a book about it. You go to all these. I even got a title for the book. You go to all these different churches and try to seduce the most religiously oriented of the women to fall down and have sex with you, and you could.
Oh, like in the Holy Roller Church, and act like it's some kind of, here, I'll help you, I'll cure you.
Sure, and the title of the book could be "Mother Mary Comes to Me."
Oh, that's a good one. That's you get that Beatles reference in there. That's I like that. I think
you almost got me.
That's got to be another whole niche category that wasn't being discussed before. That
what, nailing religious people?
Yeah. I mean, I haven't Googled it, but I bet I don't have to know it exists out there somewhere. The blue fox thing, I'm not so sure about, but that probably exists too. I'm probably just live a really sheltered life.
Listen, if you just go to a cosplay or a furry show, you'll be able to make contact with where you can get a blue fox head.
Yeah. I don't own a blue fox head, and I don't want to go shopping for one.
What are you talking about, Crystal from Star Fox?
I have no idea. I'm just talking about a blue fox head.
What the hell is that?
Video
You're saying
game.
this exists? Oh, it's a video game.
It's a character in a video game called Crystal. It's the
You guys think I should give Wes this picture for the thumbnail for the cover?
I can't. Come on, put it up there.
Yeah, you gotta keep it up longer.
Yeah, sure. Use that.
What the hell is going on?
Everyone will understand.
All right, I like it.
It's not a trans show. I don't think I should. That is a good shot, though, huh? I took that one just to tease Mama Deb with. Come on, I gotta have a good selfie in here somewhere. I'm not being a goofball.
Oh, jeez.
I don't take them very often.
Printed out?
Huh?
You have them all printed out? Beck, you got them all pre-printed?
What?
Like that looked like a poster, or was that like a tablet, what you held up?
Oh, no, this is just my phone. It's just my iPhone.
Okay.
I just held it really close to the camera.
The way the light was, I thought you had like a glossy photo or like an 8x10 or something there. I'm
no,
like,
I don't take.
Man,
I don't,
you're prepared.
Dude, there are no photos of me anywhere in my house that are not in a photo album from a long time ago, like childhood.
But we have them. The only ones of me are from family photos. But yeah, we have. But they're in frames up on the wall. I wouldn't have one to pull out and show somebody. Maybe you're doing a role for your.
So
I heard you got a new job, right? So I thought maybe you went into modeling and you had like your portfolio ready.
Nobody wants these scars, buddy. No, ain't no model. No. Now, if I wear just a loose, like those tank tops that hang real low here and hang real low here, that scoop down really low. Oh, fucking, I get hit on. Yeah. People make comments to me. Yes. Tank tops are my thing. I guess because my shoulders are big. I don't know.
I get comments too. They're not ones you'd want to get. I did a whole stream on that yesterday.
And to answer your question, I start orientation tomorrow. I have to be there at 7:45.
Awesome.
It is a full day thing. They are feeding us lunch. I get paid my regular wage to do it, as far as I know, because they didn't tell me any different. And and we end at 4:20 p.m.
And your doctor's not saying no to this.
It says on the schedule, end 4:20 p.m. What's that?
Okay, well, your doctor nixed your last job, so this one's cool.
Yeah, kidney, right? Well, she didn't necessarily nix it. I nixed it. And then I went, last time I saw her, I told her why, and she was like, oh. And I said, Doc, you got to understand, I'm a klutz. I'm going to fall. I don't need to be falling with 150, 200-pound shit in my arms and snow and mud. And out here, when it's wintertime in the high desert, it's not a lot of snow out where there's no pavement. It's just clay, slippery. You slide, you get stuck, you can't keep footing. Like, it's like walking on ice. It's literally like you're just like this. And I'm like, no, I'm just endangering myself, which is why I walked away from it.
Yeah.
Like, that's almost as bad as me being a truck driver again for my kidney.
Yep.
No, I'm not doing it. Yeah, no, this is an inside job. It's all easier stuff.
Good.
Okay, should I give him a selfie or should I just send him a freaking one of my avatars like I use?
Like the one you use when you're on your YouTube logo.
Yeah, well, yeah, like for my intro and shit.
I don't know.
Yeah, same
this
thing.
Is for the one
I use an avatar because I wouldn't want to scare away the general public if they saw my actual face.
Well, this is getting around Halloween.
I should have done that. I should have done the same.
Dick pic.
Okay.
Not right now. Sorry, I'm busy.
Yeah, let's go to the shopping center and take pictures in front of that sporting goods store.
Trying to check out the directions for my new toy here.
He used the one off my Facebook picture, which I'm not wearing a shirt in.
I got a new camera for the telescope. I'm planning a telescope.
Oh, you're
to
a
find
can
the
I come
UFOs.
Can I come and look at your telescope? I love telescopes. I
That
used to
sounds
have
awesome.
one. I still have one. It's in storage.
Fingers crossed the skies stay clear. As soon as I have a clear night, I'm gonna do a telescope stream. And my other camera
Sounds
was kind
awesome.
of outdated, so I got a new one. But I did a summoning stream, and Hugh Ross said if you do a summoning or you play with occult stuff, that the UFOs will show up. And I haven't seen any yet, so I'm gonna get the telescope out just to make sure.
Liar. Hell with
Jenny,
him.
well, Jenny, you asked for a dick pic.
Oh, hold on. I got to go to that screen. Yeah, and he's gay too.
I got.
All right. Is that Dick York?
Yep.
Okay. He's way better than Dick Sargent.
I was much more into what's her name?
If we're gonna do that, there's my junk.
Oh, what's her name from? What the heck was she from? What was her name?
Bewitched.
The lady on Bewitched. But I'm trying to remember her
Montgomery
name.
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth Montgomery. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
I thought she was pretty hot.
Yeah, and
she was one of my
movie version, but yeah,
she was one of my childhood crushes. I want to be her kind of crush. Just
by the weight of this camera, I'm guessing it's going to be a lot better than my other one that didn't weigh anything. This thing's got some mass to it.
Is it a DSLR?
Oh, got extra. Okay, extra goodies. I've got a. It's called astronomy camera. I don't know.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. So it's mostly just a CCD.
That's what it's called. That's all it says.
Okay, yeah, that's a CCD.
Well?
I've got a manual. I don't have a.
Okay, you know the equatorial mount. All right. Well, I got to get going, guys. But it's been great to chat with everyone.
Likewise.
And I got to go, guys, girls, every person of every type.
Later.
But
take care.
It'll be great to chat again another time.
Hey, thanks for stopping by, buddy. I appreciate you.
All right. Have a good one. Bye.
You too.
So yeah, just plug it in USB and you go. So plug and play. All right.
You're probably going to find you want to move up to a motor drive. Many exposures will you'll be shooting stuff.
I've just got
exposure for 5 minutes 20 times and that sort of thing. So
I've got my eye on for the price of the motor and everything and stuff. I just got my eye on another telescope. So it's all computerized and everything. And
those are nice. Go to scopes are very nice.
Yep, just hit the button and go. Yep. So that'll be next. But for now, this one's good enough. I've got a 5-inch mirror, so I can pull in some pretty decent stuff. I have to do everything manually. But
what part of the country are you in? Don't dox yourself.
I'm in Ohio.
Oh, okay.
Everybody knows that Dave's in Ohio. He said it 500 times.
My show's the Grassman Chronicles, and in Ohio, Bigfoots are Grassman. So
the freak. Jesus Christ. A CCD is a couple charge device, something like that. It's basically the sensor that you have in your phone or in your digital camera, and it's essentially the film. And it captures the image, and there's CCDs that are really great, and there's CCDs that are really crappy, and it's just that kind of stuff.
Well, just looking at in the lens here, I mean, it just looks so much better than my other one. It looks like military optics or something.
Cool.
It's really, really cool looking.
Does it have a brand name?
It's it's either a check mark or a V. SVBONY. So it's either S check mark Boney or Svi Boney.
I don't know. I knew a couple of brand names, but I don't fucking remember
It was
them anymore.
it was one of the ones that had a decent review on it, so I always check the reviews. So.
So what telescope are you looking at again? Have you checked that out?
What was it? I think it was a Celestron I was looking at. What was it like what was the number on it? 6900 or something like that series. Something like that. It's got the little just got the keypad and you just punch in what you want and it points at what you want to look at.
There's also a musical for that, Native Atheist.
I think it was a 4 or 5 inch. It's about the same size as the one I got. So.
Oh, okay. So it's like
basically
120 millimeter.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there. Okay.
Yeah. 130, 131.
Well, that's good size.
131, I think it is. So yeah, like I said, it's manual though. That's the only thing. But I didn't spend a lot of money on it because it wasn't was it another 2/3 you figure is getting the motorized and everything on it. That's a big cost.
Mm-hmm.
Was the tip a joke, Al?
Mostly I like looking at the moon and stuff, I mean, easy stuff,
There's a guy on well, there's guys on YouTube that do it too, but there's this guy on some doctor of astronomy or cosmology or whatever they call it, who whips out his telescope and does live imaging right directly to TikTok, and he's into the sun, so he's doing lots of shots of flares and whatever else. There's another structure that I forget the name of it, but he's shooting through a hydrogen alpha scope, which just does incredible things to the surface of surface of the sun pictures that you see that look like popcorn all packed together. That's what an or hydrogen alpha filter does.
Oh, okay.
And they're ungodly expensive.
A friend of mine from back in the day, her brother has his own little page on Facebook, and he's got a mini, glorified shed that's basically, he can run out of.
Oh, okay, that's neat.
And he's got the setup. Yeah, this thing's about the size of a RV water heater or something. And he's got the setup about was it like 5 foot tall or something.
Wow.
Hi, Stephanie.
He's out like in Arizona or somewhere too. He's got the clear skies.
Perfect dark sky. Yeah.
Yeah, he does some awesome stuff. It's called Delvo Observatory, I think, if you're on Facebook. Yeah, he's got great pics.
There is a service that you can I joined it once, but I didn't actually have enough money to do the job, but they will let you rent time on a myriad of telescopes from like 100, 130 millimeter, like you're describing, to an 8-inch, 10-inch, 12-inch scope, something like that, and and just command it from the internet and tell it where to go, and it does.
Well, I've got the setup. I've got my laptop, so I can set the laptop up outside, get it all on where I want it, and then I can stream it back to my channel, so I can have like a remote setup going. I just got to get some clear skies and get it all working. And it's going to be chilly tonight, but I'll brave it if the skies are clear.
Right.
Do you have
Speaking of, go ahead, Jenny.
Do you have a dew heater and things like that?
It's all outside, so it's acclimated. So
okay.
It
remains outside. You don't move it.
The telescope's in the garage. Yeah. So I don't.
That's good thinking.
Yeah, it keeps temp. The only thing would be, just taking the what I just got in my hand here outside for a minute. But yeah, the scope is outside. It's sitting right inside the garage door, ready to go. But itching to go. But
I moved from Milwaukee to rural Minnesota, and we don't have official dark skies here, but we're like just 2 steps away from dark skies, and it's just so neat to just go outside in your backyard and look up, and there's the Milky Way and all the cool stuff that nobody ever gets to see in the city. proving that again to the city folks that there are more than 10 stars.
Usually
Yeah.
I can see, some,
There's
but
actually more than 15 too. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm rude.
well, I'll just say we had a unusual summer. We had a lot of rain, a lot of clouds, and then with the smoke from the fires coming down too,
Oh,
it was. I was saying the other day, I didn't even get a farmer's tan. I mean, I got like Jack, and I've usually at least got some color because I walk around in shorts. I don't like having a shirt on or nothing. I love being out in the sun, being outside, doing my pond thing and all that, and everything, doing
man,
the
there's
gardening.
nothing better than walking outside and just taking your shirt off. It's
I
the
just
fucking most freeing, amazing thing in the
I love it.
world.
I love having my
fucking
shirt
love
off.
it.
But
I
I
walk
got
around here
nothing.
all the time with no shirt. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I got nothing for color this year. I mean, it was just a really weird. It was great for the grass and everything. We had beautiful green grass all summer long. It didn't, brown up in
Yeah.
August or anything. But
Yeah.
it was really weird.
Sometimes when I get drunk, I'll end up going outside and taking off my top, but then they always make me go to this room with a metal toilet, and just I gotta stay there all night and shit.
My yard long beans are still producing. I managed to get a few more off of them while I was out there.
love
And
you, Jenny.
also got some okra, so I'm gonna chop that up, stir fry it, maybe throw in some eggs. Have that for dinner tonight.
Why should men stop wearing shorts in public? I don't
Depends on how
understand.
short.
Some guys have some really nice legs. I mean, are you talking about like knee length, or are you talking about like shorts? Talking about like short shorts. Yes, please do not wear those.
You can get
most women don't even look good in those.
You
can get Daisy Dukes for men.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Jenny, I was walking through a grocery store and I was trying to pick a line. You know how which line's the shortest at the registers? And I see this blonde hair and a tight, like kind of crop top looking top, cut off Daisy Duke jeans and a pair of sneakers. And I was like, damn, look at the ass on that one. And then he turned his head and had a full fucking beard. He just had no face. He had no body hair. He didn't have it, like barely, and he was blonde, so you couldn't even see it, what he had. So yeah, I totally thought it was a girl. Best ass I've ever seen on a guy in my life. That should be on a girl.
Well, it happens.
No, the really short ones, I think most of the population shouldn't fucking wear them. I wouldn't fucking wear them. I'd look like shit. I'd scare people.
I don't wear shorts. I like having the production of the jeans on my legs. Besides, I don't think I have good legs for showing off anyway.
I remember the 70s nut hugger shorts, NA. My brothers wore them. They were fucking horrible.
Well, I'm almost 70 years old, and so I'm in that section of the law that prevents people like me from wearing anything above the knee.
Whatever. Remember Miss Nevada? No, I do not. John said, "Oh, I'm hot as fuck in my Daisy Dukes." Uh-oh, we found a Daisy Duke male wearer.
Carrie, what's underneath the kilts?
That's why she likes the kilts, because she knows the bits are dangly.
Well, they don't have to be.
I prefer the meat that clings versus the meat that swings.
Howard Stern gives out free surgeries for that.
For what? I'm sorry.
For when you need a trim.
Oh.
God, he would.
Only
he's probably had plastic surgery on his nuts like 30 times or something. Probably a huge scar around him from trimming them up.
I got to give it to him for standing up for himself back in the day and doing it everything his way, and still made it, even though he told everybody else to get bent. So you got to admire that. Everybody that told him, you can't say that, you can't do that, and he said, I am going to say that, and I am going to do that. And
I mean, yeah, I respect that part of him, but the male pig part just really is a huge fucking toxic masculinity turnoff.
Yeah, that's
So
all.
I can't give him the compliments for the other things because he's a fucking misogynistic pig. So he doesn't get any points from me. Period.
Yeah,
You know, you're a public figure that everybody knows you affect how people think, and you're saying that shit. I don't care who you are. Fuck you.
I listened to him a little bit back in the day, but it got old real quick.
Oh, didn't it? The
Who
more
are you
I heard,
talking
the more
about?
I was like, Howard Stern.
Oh,
He's a piece
Howard
of shit.
Stern has changed. He's completely cleaned up his act. He's become big time. He's making better than $1 million or more a year, easy. He's sold out for money. Oh my gosh, he must be a boomer.
Oh, I don't care if he did that. Whatever. Just don't dog out people that you don't fucking understand. Wearing crotchless overalls while driving my tractor drives him crazy. He says good for his OnlyFans. She thinks my tractor seat is sexy. Yeah, exactly. And it just got old and
Well,
irritating.
I always wondered why tractor seats were really bouncy, but now I understand.
No, that's not the reason. But I mean, if you want to know, I'll tell you. If you haven't figured it out yet.
Just tell me you don't live on a sheep farm, okay?
By tractor, he means one of those penile stretching devices. Well, that is the opposite of detracting. It's not a detractor. It's a tractor.
Is that one of those ones you wear at night?
Apparently, John wears it while he's on his OnlyFans. I don't know.
There is such a thing.
Bungee cord while you sleep. Guaranteed to work.
Wrap it around your neck.
Well, I have heard people using something like that to get their foreskin back.
Ouch.
Excuse me?
They
They stretched
something-
their skin so they had excess skin again?
Yeah.
That would work.
That sounds painful, though. Who the fuck would want to do that?
Somebody wants their foreskin back, I guess.
Well,
Well, it would have to be some sort of brace that will stretch it out and hold it in that position for an extended period, so that the body can fill in the gaps.
It's basically
what it's doing.
It's basically like kind of like a rope or a wire, and you just tie it to the skin and with a weight, and it just pulls it down.
It will stretch it out, but you have to continue to do that because the skin, until it loses its elasticity, will go back. So you'd have to maintain doing that.
Yeah, I have to keep doing it
until the skin's damaged to the point where it doesn't elasticize anymore, and at that point you might have a problem with your dick. I don't think that's a good idea.
Never tried it myself, so I don't know how long it takes.
The freak, think what? About what?
Just in general, or do you have a topic?
I mean, yeah, would you like to talk about farming in the 21st century or traffic control in an urban environment? It's lots of things.
Yeah. There are lots of things to talk about.
Oh, that.
I sent Wes 3 pictures, one straight-faced, one slightly smiling, and the other one was like, I said, use whichever one you want. I hope he uses the one where I'm going. No, he literally was going to use my profile picture on my Facebook, and I'm shirtless in that picture because I was bragging. No, farming ain't easy. I grew up on a family farm. We busted our asses all the time, but we had really good food whenever it was harvest season, so it was worth it. Kept us from starving to death.
John, do you have a really happy farm?
Well,
what constitutes a happy farm?
I'm not sure, but when you talk that your Furman ain't easy, but he is, you get to wondering.
Carrie Ann said, "There's a reason why most art depicts erections. They look better with the foreskin out of the way." Wink. I don't know if you're a big
Oh,
time
you're
farmer.
right.
You've probably been over subsidized long term.
You're right, Answer. I can't think of a single
No, it was Carrie.
statue that doesn't have a a hard on, that or I should say doesn't have a foreskin showing.
Right. They don't
Never-
they don't have them. Yeah. Even the ones that are limp don't have foreskin over top of them.
The other penal torture that the medical science does is if you have a male to female transgender person and they're going for their bottom surgery and they have a particularly tiny pee-pee and you need more tissue, they will basically stuff a balloon type device in the shaft and blow it up. And over a period of like 6 to 8 months, they blow it up more and more and more, and it stretches the skin out so they have more tissue to work with.
So is that like using a hand pump, or is it like a mechanical thing? Kind of like when you hook up to your car.
Yeah, you hook it up to the tailpipe, and it just blows it up for you.
Stick it in the tap there, and
yeah.
She did say statues, by the way, Carrie. Just to be clear, she didn't say everything. She said specifically statues. Probably a red flag if you're married and the wife all of a sudden wants extra skin that wasn't there the whole time. Is that robot or Reebok? Is it a Reebok pump? Just use your shoes. It works the same.
Well, it
Remember
does.
They all had those pumps on them for a while.
There you go.
You just need a balloon and a valve.
No treats. Later.
Cat looking at you for treats.
He was meowing at me.
Yeah.
He hangs out in certain spots and meows for whatever he wants. That's the treat spot.
Yeah. Gave Molly one of her cow hooves, so she's munching down on that right now.
Yeah, but there's lots of dick pics in the archaeology records. Sure there are. It's like one where little dude's jerking off. And the whole statue's only like this tall or something, but he's like got a little penis and he's like jerking his penis. I think it's some kind of fertility or something like that. I think it's one of the fertility statues. Would not expect a statue of King David to depict him as uncircumcised. Only recalling 3 possible examples of foreskin is very telling. Yeah, isn't it? Yeah, I think people that are not snipped I think it looks gross like that. Until, yeah. I mean, I'm not really into dicks anyways, but I really, when I'm watching my POV porn, I don't want the guy to have an uncircumcised one. I'm good. Yeah, I have clothes on. What do you mean? Oh, you're clothed. Should I take off my clothes? No? I don't understand. Anyways. Oh, goodness. Turtleneck. Yeah. yeah, the freak. Yeah. Turtleneck.
Yeah. Michelangelo's David has foreskin.
Does it cover up his bell end?
Yeah.
Turtleneck.
Well, that's what I'm saying, Carrie. It looks very unattractive. It looks pretty gross soft to me, but that might just be because of the culture I grew up in. Maybe overseas they think our way looks gross. I don't know.
Keeps it warm in winter.
I don't know. An uncircumcised penis looks like a penis that just collapsed on itself.
Like literally, like inside.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Uh-huh. That all the hard stuff fell out.
Only knowing what it's like to be snipped, I'm kind of interested in finding out whether I have lost any sensation or anything like that. Yeah. You know, I don't know. I think that depends on the person too. I don't think that's a across the board thing like some people want to say it is. But I mean, I don't know, because everybody's body's different.
Well,
No, and I agree with that. But I also think that men should be temporarily snipped before they can have children, and then they can decide later to undo it. But that's my opinion. It would solve a lot of problems, and all those guys out there that want to fuck a bunch of chicks and don't want to wear a condom, now all you have to worry about is STDs. Yeah. Yeah, I bet.
Something
I've never
physiologic.
known anybody that's uncircumcised in person. So
I've always wondered physiologically why. I mean, when somebody gets bottom surgery, they're basically using tissue that you already have on your body, mostly down from that area, and they're reconstructing it into the proper shapes of various organs. So there's not really any changing of the tissue that's going on. It's just kind of a rearrangement. So why does a given person, when they were male and they orgasm, would orgasm, they'd be all happy with it and things like that. But that same person, once they have a functional bottom, the orgasm goes on forever, and you get multiples, and it's just such a completely different experience than before. I just wonder why the physiology is that way. How can that make such big change?
I don't know. I think that would be a Dr. Ben question. He would probably know the answer to that too.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, if it's in any of the stuff he's read, he knows it for sure. I don't get along with him personally, but he's fucking brilliant. So
that's a shame you guys had a falling out.
Well, you know, when you abandon your best friend when they're having a mental health crisis, it kind of makes you not like somebody.
Tsunami, I'll go out and get drunk with you, except I don't drink more than one or two, but I'll certainly smoke.
Oh, here you go. Here's a joke from John Hudson. I knew a doctor who had circumcisions and saved the foreskins. He had a wallet made that when you rubbed it, it would turn into a suitcase.
Yeah, you just get yourself a scrotum.
Damn, if you don't care, you must really not be interested in me.
Jeez, Tsunami, what state are you in? How close are you?
She's like a trans man's dream but doesn't want me. Fuck. I've managed to make men squirm like an orgasm. It scared them. Oh, you guys are so funny.
One downside of it definitely takes much longer to orgasm now than it did. You know, men can pop it off in 30 to 60 seconds sometimes, and there ain't no way it's going to happen that soon.
I am a firm believer in take care of her first. I have had some women say, no, I want to do this to you first. Okay, fine. But in general, if she is okay with it and happy with it, then I try to do that first.
Just
make sure she
just
has
so
a
you
good
know,
time. And then I'll go back afterwards and do it again because I love it.
And just so you know, Tsunami, that means that you're obligated to apologize for DeSantis.
No.
I'm sorry about DeSantis, by the way, being from Florida.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I really can't even talk to you anymore now that I know you're in Florida. It's nothing against you. I just know that DeSantis is listening to every word from every person. and while they steal your medical records and give them to the attorney general.
Well, that's if we're lucky.
I gotta go jump up on the shop roof. Gotta seal the rain gutters. Rain is in the forecast. Well, be careful, John.
That's interesting, Stephanie. I'll have to look that up.
It's quite remarkable. I believe the nerve dissection. What's it? GAHT? Huh? What's GAHT? Gender assignment. Hormone therapy? I don't know. You got to spell that out for me, Stephanie. I'm not good with random abbreviations I've never seen before.
Gender hormone therapy?
Some changes, that's what I thought it was. As some changes do occur before any surgery at all. I will tell you, Stephanie, in my personal experience, because I got kicked in between the legs when I was younger, I have no feeling on my whole right side, like right down the middle, the whole right. Another abusive brother. But anyways, so now that I've been on HRT, my sensitivity is heightened. For sure. A lot. Yeah.
Commander, that may well be, but I wonder in what areas of the brain, because one of the things that makes a trans person is how different their brain is constructed than a cis person of the same sex.
That was interesting to read, wasn't it?
Oh yeah. That I haven't finished it, but yes, it's a very good start. Yeah, it's very. There's another one I want to see if you can get for me too. I'll send you that, Poop. Or you could just teach me how to find it. Then I can do it myself.
Well, I usually just search the title and see until I can find some PDF or something on it.
Okay, we can do that. What we're talking about is I won't say a new study, but because it's from 2021.
Yeah, a few years old.
But it hasn't been publicly available, and it has started to circulate in the trans community, and it's a discussion about likelihood and changes and stuff like that in the brain and in the various portions of the brain that as they develop and are actually created and hooked up in the second trimester with the hormone wash, that there definitely is a difference between trans people and non-trans people.
Basically, you have your own unique brain phenotype.
Which means we're fucking crazy. Is I think what it means.
They were about to invite my ex-brother on tonight, and then they were like, "Oh, wait a minute, that's right, you guys had a rift, didn't you?" And I'm like, "It's a good thing you didn't, because that would be a really ugly backroom private to a show, really ugly backroom." So I told him why briefly, and said, "No, it's not cool."
Yeah, good idea.
You invite him, I can guarantee you one thing: I won't be there.
Hey, and Chair, could you paste it into a DM at Twitter, because I can't transfer things off of this. I think that's what you mentioned. You used too, Sci-Hub, Mage.
What did I put something else? I think I used something else. I just found it. I came across just a PDF of it.
DeFreak, I suggest if they're not communicating with you, then you should ask them, like, what would you like to do? What do you want to do tonight? And if they say no, say no. I want to make you happy. What do you want to do? And if they don't bite on that, then that's their own fucking problem.
I came across something like JUser .fc, something like that. I don't know.
I like Tsunami. She's got a good attitude. Is she over 40?
I know. No, I don't.
Oh, too bad.
I think she's in her 30s. I think she's in her 30s. I could be wrong
yeah.
about that. I might be thinking of somebody else, but
Yeah, no, half my age is not it's not a good not a good thing.
I confused some of the ages of the intelligent, beautiful women on YouTube, so I could have screwed it up. Oh, I bet you do, Sumami. Yeah. Oh, I give instructions. If you don't listen, you don't come back into my bedroom. But are you open to new things, though?
She can't answer that. She's in Florida.
Yeah.
Almost 40. Well, now that's still pretty damn young. Like, Mead, you said that exact same sentence the other day, didn't you?
What?
Sci-Hub is a private website that believes that knowledge should be available to everyone.
No, I didn't say it. That was Aunt Jor.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, that would make sense.
Sorry.
Maya's working on being compliant here, I think. I saw this video today that I just got to share. It was so insane. It was from earlier this year when that guy at the Capitol building, the shaman, had his trial and got sentenced and all that stuff. It was from just before the trial. So he was in the jail as opposed to prison. And he was complaining to mom about the food and all these kind of things. And she was, oh, well, my son says the food is really terrible, and we should let him come out because he doesn't like the food, and he says it's too cold, and it's just this whiny shit. I'm a revolutionary, but now my mom's going to destroy my image. But she was talking to 60 Minutes, I believe it was, and just whining about, well, they shouldn't have charged him for that because he's a good boy. Why can't we just take it back? Okay, he'd say he would apologize. It's not how it works, Mom. It's busted. God, people are so weird.
I know, right? Well, that's what I'm saying, Anjur. If they're not telling you, ask them. That's all you have to do. Most people, if you ask them, they'll be like, well, I kind of like this better, But you have to open the door for it. Somebody has to. And let's be honest, in a typical, cis-het relationship, the man is in charge. He needs to take that step. The woman, 9 times out of 10 in those relationships, is not going to say a fucking word. Now, if they're like a switch, maybe like Sumami, or they're a lesbian or something, they'll fucking tell you. But yeah, cis women don't do that. Believe me, I've had sex with cis and gay women. There's a big difference. No, you look good, 401. You really do. You got a cute face anyways. Good looking person.
I don't think I've ever seen Commander.
I am one of the lucky 3 or 4 on the entire internet. But we are friends, so I got lucky on that one.
Nerdy, as I'm getting older, the 60s have been really difficult for me. I've really had all this end of life kind of stuff that I've been dealing with, but one thing I realized pretty clearly, and really only kind of cemented in my brain in the last year or so, is how much younger I am than my peers. The other people I know who are in their 60s and, well, I should say in their 70s, just are these old fogies that, get off the lawn, you punks kind of people. And I'd rather just go sit down on the lawn and smoke dope with them. It's
get off my lawn.
And I'm just really glad that I didn't grow up to be some kind of obnoxious ancient piece of crap.
Me too, because you're really cool and fun to hang out with.
Well, I try.
Oh, I forgot my banner. Thank you, Spackle. See, damn it. Sorry, 401 and Tapioca. Thank you for the reminder, ma'am. How are you? HS always has my back.
Hey, all you ups, get off of the lawn.
Is
that
that
was
the
Guido
Indian
Sarducci?
guy? Sumami?
No. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to ask. Go ahead. What were you saying? We just both talked at the same time. I apologize.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just wondering if that was what is his name? There's an Indian guy, and I've only seen him like once or twice, but he's really smart and has really good like religion discussions with people. And I can't remember what his name is. But it starts with an ASH or AS. Yeah. I think it's ASH. That's true. That's true. But see, the problem is most people aren't comfortable enough with their partner to explore things. And that's a problem. Because you should be. Like, if you cuddle up and naked and talk and stuff, like, that's intimate shit. If you do that with people and spill your soul, you should be able to talk about sex too, you know? I am lucky because every person I've been with, oh, cool. Everybody I've been with has always said, well, I feel really comfortable with you. So they talk to me about whatever. So I'm lucky on that. Knock on wood.
Well, if any of you personally know Taylor Swift, you could let her know that I would be really willing to give her an experience she's never had before.
How do you know?
Because I would be.
We were all in high school or college at some point.
Well, apparently the realistic cat dildo didn't go over very well. You know, the barbs.
You guys are too funny. What do you want, man? Do you want a treat? Yeah, well, you keep yelling at me. And I told you no like 4 times.
Oh my God, Lawrence Welk is on. Jesus Christ. Aren't all the people who like Lawrence Welk dead by now?
God, I don't know. They'd probably either be dead or close to it, wouldn't they? I mean, that was a long, like he was in what years did he broadcast?
I don't know, but the only people I've ever seen watch it are people who were in their like 70s and 80s in 1972. You know, so if those fuckers are still around, they've got to be over 100, don't they?
I thought you meant the people he had on the show, not the people watching the show. I apologize. I thought you were talking about the people he had on the show.
Oh no.
He could have had some child stars that might be alive still.
God, this 1970s hair that this woman is wearing is just outrageously funny. It's this big puffy thing, and it doesn't move an inch.
That's a lot of hairspray.
Yeah. How many pounds did you put on that thing? Or does it just lift off and go on a little stand in your bedroom?
Yeah, those little koala dildos, they are vicious, man. They are vicious. If they attack, just give them a piece of eucalyptus.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here we go. Elon Musk will charge $1 so people can tweet. You hear about that one?
I heard it was just for new users, though. Is it for everybody?
I think
for everybody eventually. He's just doing a test thing.
He said that sentence after people within 24 hours were screaming, "Fuck you! You ain't getting my $1 a year. You're not even worth that to us."
I'm sure as hell not gonna pay him $1 or to send tweets.
Yeah,
but apparently he's apparently testing this in some areas right now.
Well, his object is to get your address and billing info, because his other fantasy that he has verbalized publicly is that he wants to become a financial magnate. and he wants to build his base audience, and that's you. That's why he wants your dollar, because you still have to pay with your, financial connections that you have, credit card or whatever, and he wants that info.
All right.
She'll
Talking
act.
show stuff with Wes still. Sorry, guys. I'm not trying to ignore you. On juror, lots of whys, regrets, and other things become obsessive. Yeah, they can, depending on the person. It's true.
Aunt Juror is one of the funniest women I know.
Oh, she's funny like you are. I know. You both are. You're both hilarious.
Well, maybe we should start a group.
Funny women?
You
could use that Barbra Streisand song for your opening.
No, I wouldn't do anything with Barbra Streisand. I can't stand her. I just detest that woman. Everything about her.
I'm sorry, Jenny. I couldn't resist. We've talked about her before.
Yeah, the tone of her voice, for other people they love it, but for me it's like nails on a blackboard.
No, it's not Welt, it's Welk with a K. Otherwise you spelled it properly. He used to have how would you describe that? What kind of show would you call that, Jenny?
It was a band show, with his band behind their little stands with musical
like a accompaniment,
big band. and guys coming in as singers and doing all these songs that nobody's ever heard or ever wants to, and everybody looks like a young American, and it's just so completely plastic.
Talk about somebody who died when I was 12.
Yes, Lawrence Welk is that old dude that used to have the orchestra on TV. Yes, you are correct.
So what year would that have been, Mange?
1992.
He went up to 1992?
Wow.
Really?
Fucker's been dead for 30 years, and his show is still on. Good God.
Oh, you mean they're replaying the old ones? He died
when?
when?
92.
When did he die, Jenny? 92.
May 17th, 1992.
Oh, it's when he died, not when the show stopped.
No,
that's my brother's birthday.
Oh, I thought you were giving us the date that the show stopped. Like
no, that's the date the guy died.
No, the show goes on, unfortunately.
Two of ya. Carrie, I used to waltz with my grandma when Lawrence Welk was on. LOL. Sumami, my grandma used to make me watch it. It was bad. Oh, Native Atheist. I remember Hee Haw. Wait a minute. Wait. Can I help you?
Another show. Hotel. Another show that we had to watch in the 60s. That you kids don't have to suffer with. Well, is Mitch Miller? Does anybody recognize that name? Mitch Miller.
Yeah, I remember.
Sing along with Mitch. He was a little guy with his little Van Dyke, bald with a Van Dyke beard, and actually looked like he's probably pretty short. And he would be the maestro and doing the band, and there'd be people singing a song, and then the lyrics for the song would be on the bottom of the screen, and you're supposed to sing them all at home. Sing along with Mitch.
Well, I turned
and people actually did.
Yeah, they fucking fell for it too. Remember the Reader's Digest albums they used to send out? Greatest hits of Gomer Pyle. What's his name?
Jim Neighbors.
Yeah, like his greatest hits. Like, who the fuck's gonna buy that? Nobody wants to have Jim Neighbors' greatest hits. And just so you guys know, let me pause you for a second. Just so you guys know, I have to end this in a few minutes because I have to go do things and get ready for the stream, and I have to be there at 20 till. So, you got like 5 minutes.
Jim Neighbors made huge money on his voice. It was a classical voice, and he recorded classical music, and people just ate it up.
Yes, American Bandstand was for like a younger crowd, like the 30s crowd. And Lawrence Welk was like for the 50 and over crowd. Yeah. For some reason, Murder She Wrote
American
and Agatha Christie
Bandstand.
got merged in my head as a kid, and I've never been able to separate the two. Really, that's
It's
weird. I love
American
Murder.
Bandstand. It's got a good beat. I can dance to it.
Yeah,
No,
that
what
man.
an
what
awful
you,
show that was.
what you need is someone like Don Knotts singing.
Yeah, there you go. And then the other one, Soul Train. Actually, Soul Train was pretty good. It was just much better than American Bandstand or any of the others. And then uh, was it Midnight Express. It came on after Saturday Night Live at like midnight, and it was all rock music back in the 70s. They had everybody who was big time. They had on there practically. I think it was Midnight Express, something like that.
Yeah, so you guys come over and see me on Skeptic Haven, hang out with a little bit with me before Maya's shit starts. You got like an hour and a half or whatever. And if anybody wants to call in to keep the show rolling, if it starts going slow, because sometimes call-in shows do that, I'd appreciate that as well. And it's going to be, as far as I know, just me and Ember, maybe one other person. But that'll be fun because I said, "Oh, great!" Because he was like, "Do you get along with Ember good?" And I was like, "Ember's my buddy. Like we can talk for 2 hours about nothing and have a good conversation."
Ember's great.
Yeah, Ember's
So native atheist. Is that right?
What about native atheist?
Is that where you're going to be?
Skeptic Haven.
Oh, Skeptic Haven. I'm sorry. I'll try to remember that.
I know it's all the names. I put it in the here. I'll put it in the private chat for you, Jenny. Nobody has to go look.
Oh, I'm not subscribed to them. I gotta subscribe.
And Jer, that'll
that'll
teach you a lesson. Don't bite so hard.
I'm going to be doing random hosting for them whenever to fill in and stuff. So yeah, you guys please subscribe to them because I'll be over there off and on. Might become more frequently if we all get along good.
Oh yeah,
I put the link up there. Carrie.
Andy Griffith used to do that too with his Matlock thing, and there's a couple of entertainers that do that. I think that's commendable that they take the time to worry about people that way.
And a lot of great actors that were just getting too old to do shit, and people didn't want them anymore. Like she had some really like. I don't know. It was like every episode there was a famous person on there that was like more famous than her, you know?
Oh, they weren't really though. Angela Lansbury goes all the way back to the Manchurian Candidate. You know, that's way old.
Right. Yeah, that's right. So we're gonna end this, and I want everybody to do any shilling they need to do. Dave, where are you gonna be? What you doing?
Our Halloween show is Wednesday the 25th at 6:30 p.m. Eastern.
There you go, folks. Be there. Be square. So that's this coming Wednesday, not the following one. 25th is this coming Wednesday.
The 25th, yep, in 3 days.
Okay.
If you want to go backwards, if you want to go backwards, I just had Leah on for an interview. It was a great interview, so you can go backwards and check that out.
Go check that out. It was a good interview. It was good. It was good discussion. So for real. Mage, you got anything to show?
Yeah, I got my channel Gardens Happen, and hopefully I can get off my butt and actually get the video I've been trying to get out done.
There you go. Laura, you came right at the end, so you'll have to there's a link above. And in 30 minutes, I'm going to be over hosting on Skeptic Haven. So I'm encouraging everybody to come over there and hang out. So if you want to.
Also, I'll chill out Purple's GoFundMe again.
Yes. The pinned link. I believe I pinned it at the beginning of the show.
Yep,
up above. Link, yeah. If you guys cannot donate, cool. Share it out. Try to get the word out. I actually shared it out on Twitter, and somebody that promotes GoFundMe's posted it. So
Yeah, I got that too. I think that thing's a bot.
I mean, maybe could be. But anyways, yeah. So if you guys can't, thank you, Jer. If you guys can't donate, share it out and then try to help Purple out. Jenny, you have anything coming up?
Yeah, if folks, if I've been doing a lot of stuff at TikTok, a lot of lives, and they're very, very different than YouTube lives. They don't. Most of the people don't have rigid schedules that they hold on to, so it's kind of thing where you just dive in and see who's on, and watch it or not. But the chat is different there because you can take a person from chat and just push the button and put them right into the panel as one of the questioners or answerers and stuff. Things can get very, very raw, and things. I of course I'm in the transgender group. Uh, People are. If you want to see how much crap transgender people put up with, come and watch some of our lives and see how vicious, how mean, how threatening, how dangerous people are when they talk to us and threaten us.
Yeah, because they're horrible.
It'll open your eyes. Plus,
really
we
will.
have lots of fun and we just keep good humor going.
Hell, they come and try to troll fucking Mama Deb when she's talking about mental health, asking her about like sex and shit, and she's like, So I had her make me and Kyle a mod so we can get rid of them because there's no stopping it. She's like sitting there talking about a serious topic like narcissism or something or PTSD, and they're in there going, "Hey, you want to fuck?" And I'm like, Jesus, seriously, people. So it's not just Twitter, it's not just YouTube, it happens everywhere. All right, you beautiful people. We are going to get out of here in a second. I just want to thank everybody who came into the panel for coming in. I really do appreciate you. And thanks to everybody in the chat hanging out for all this time. I love you guys. And remember, most of all, take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. Have some peace in your life. All right, you crazy people. You stay cool. Keep it real. Keep an eye out for each other. Suck in that content you love. Dance like nobody's watching. Go after your passions and enjoy them. I'm out. Peace.